This is a Headgum podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Spoon Man. And guess what? The NFL season is finally here, and my partner, Underdog Fantasy, wants to make it a lot more exciting. Join the millions of fans that played on Underdog last year, and with their Pick'em game, you could win money by making sports picks. It's time to turn those takes into cash by going higher or lower on player stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and much more. Make entries of all NFL picks or mix and match across your other favorite sports. You could win up to 1,000 times your money. Underdog is available in 30 plus states, including California, Florida, Texas, and even Canada, eh? That's where I am. Take a look at my picks for NFL Week 1. Underdog has a Jalen Hurts free pick for new customers. Jalen Hurts only needs 1 yard for this pick to win. Wow. Also, if you deposit on Friday, all customers will receive an automatic 10% deposit match for Fill It Up Friday. Wow. Sign up and deposit now using promo code Doughboys to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and to claim your free pick. Do it.
I've got Lestat, and I'm going to keep him. These taunting words were from Al Copeland, the founder of America's third largest chicken chain, and directed at Interview with a Vampire author Anne Rice, as quoted in a 1997 New York Times article. For months, the two extravagantly wealthy and eccentric New Orleans celebrities clashed publicly over their respective claims to the Big Easy. Ground Zero, Straya, a gaudy, Vegas-esque, proto-Guy Fieri restaurant opened by Copeland on St. Charles Avenue, which Rice and other Gothic revival traditionalists derided as an architectural eyesore. The war of words played out via the media and full-page newspaper ads, where Rice called the neon leopard sculpture-adorned restaurant, quote, nothing short of an abomination, while Copeland teased, quote, I'm putting a little extra garlic in the food. Rice's outrage was exacerbated by Straya's coincidental intrusion into her Vampire Chronicles mythos. The restaurant was on the same plot of land where Lestat saw his reflection and disappeared at the end of Rice's 1995 novel, Memnoch the Devil. The canon, as mockingly noted by Copeland, seemed to imply that the vampire Lestat's soul was forever trapped inside a shitty ripoff of the Cheesecake Factory. But like many wars of words, in time, it simply ran out of steam. Straya closed in 2000, Copeland died in 2008, and by the time of Rice's death in 2021, the incident was a mere footnote in each of these Crescent City originals' larger-than-life biographies. Like Lestat at the end of Memnoch the Devil, Copeland and Rice have both passed into Bayou legend themselves. But Copeland's greasy Louisiana kitchen franchise and Rice's horny vampire IP both still thrive and coexist here on the mortal plane. This week on Doughboys, we return once again to Popeyes for Popeyes Wings.
It's the Doughboys!
Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host, Drain Man, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Okay.
Hey,
like Rain Man.
Like Rain Man, except for
people
drains.
are referencing the fact that I jack off into the shower. Is that what it is?
Hey, this roast is inspired by Mitch's bathroom stand-up routine. Thanks for all the laughs. From Brazil, Mateus A. Wow, thanks, Mateus.
Mateus, that's cool, writing in from Brazil. But I got to say this.
RoastedBirdFuck.com.
All these dignified jack-offers who fucking write in. Like, I can't believe he jacks off into his shower drain.
I prefer to jack off at the opera. All right, dude. I need to hear the tones of Fellini if I'm going to bust a load.
I always nut at Carmen's. I couldn't. Carmen is an opera. I know.
Yeah. I also said Fellini is a director, not a composer. So I
yeah,
also
it's
fucked
okay.
It up. Whatever. We're dumb.
I think we did pretty good.
We did pretty good.
I think we did pretty good.
That's a pretty good riff.
I'm going to a tiki place tonight, Wags. Not
Where
the
you
Tiki Theater. Lucky Tiki, I think I'm going to tonight.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been there before?
No, it's a new one.
It's a new one. And do you know, is it a new retro, like, is it like attempting to be the retro sort of concept, or is this more of like a, you know?
I think it's supposed to look really, I think it's more new age, but I think it looks really cool. I think they're going all out in the look, at least, looks department.
Puccini,
So.
That's what I was thinking of.
Puccini.
Puccini, yeah.
That's the dog composer.
Rough, 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 rough. Ow, ow.
I think we've done pretty good for
I
the
think
show
we've done
so
pretty
far.
good.
It's close to wrapping up.
Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark. Ah, Puccini.
I think the tiki place is at Tail of the Dog, or is it Tail of the Pup, or what's the which one? One is a pet store, I think, and one is a hot dog stand. It's at the hot dog stand.
That's confusing.
Yeah, I know.
One dog, please. Here you go.
Oh, shit.
That's not what I wanted.
I don't even know what a tiki place is.
The secret
Like a tiki bar. Like it's like have you seen this aesthetic where people have like island drinks? And it's kind of got like, you know, what's a kind of bunch of kitschy stuff around, like a beachy sort of furniture, you know?
Do you like Jimmy Buffett?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Jimmy
it a
Buffett.
bar though? Because you said specifically tiki place. Or is it just
Yeah.
like a
Oh no,
hangout
it's
space for
a tiki bar. Sorry,
Okay,
it is
bar,
a tiki bar.
For some reason, I thought it was like a tiki performance place.
Well, that is the tiki
place
theater.
does sound
Tiki
sounds like its
theater. I
own
was
thing.
Trying to picture like tiki plays.
Are you guys parrot heads, as they call them?
Oh no,
I wouldn't call me a parent. I know a lot of Jimmy Buffett songs.
What's your fave? You got a fave?
I mean, I would say probably Volcano.
that's a great one.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we used to play it in the marching band when I was in high school.
That's cool
fun.
as hell.
Wait, what'd you play in marching band?
Saxophone.
You're a
Also
sax
saxophone.
guy.
I was a
Alto,
sax
tenor,
guy.
what were you playing?
Wow.
I played alto for the first couple years, graduated to tenor,
Whoa,
then tried
that's a thing?
baritone, didn't have the lungs for it.
Whoa.
Yeah, you need a lot. You need some real pipes for the Barry sax. I played Barry in jazz band, but I was playing alto in the marching band.
Dang, I was a snare drummer in the marching band.
Whoa,
Nice.
drumline.
I'm a tiny guy, and I was especially tiny. I was
we know.
I was in 5th grade. I was in 5th grade with like a snare drum, and it was like almost like a circus act. People were like, look at that tiny guy with the drum," because it was like this huge drum, and like I was like 4'6", and it was like really hard to like carry it around.
That's cool as hell.
I love that.
Yeah, I was
I'm
a
the only one.
prodigy.
I guess I'm the only one who wasn't in marching band here.
Fucking loser.
I did. It's never too late, man. It's
I mean,
never
you
too
are
late.
right. I was a loser.
This guy fucking sucks.
What'd you play, football or something?
Yeah,
I did. I was very bad at it.
Fucking loser.
I had a weird high school experience where I was in the marching band in my younger years. I was a mascot.
Whoa.
And then I also played football my
All in the
senior
same
year.
game.
So I got to see the whole high school football experience from band to mascot
Every
to player.
perspective.
Yeah, and I didn't do anything one year, so I got the fan stuff too.
Was it a full like mascot suit?
We were the Patriots, so
Okay.
I had Patriots,
Hell yeah.
and then I had short hair, and I would spray paint my head colors.
That's
like
cool.
fun colors.
Wow.
Do you guys play any Buffett?
Yeah. Strictly Cheeseburger in Paradise remixes to the Cotton Eye Joe underbeat.
The underbeat.
I like that song "Fins." You know.
Oh yeah,
Fins to the left. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Fins to the right. That's a lot of fun.
It's very audience participation.
Yeah, you
you
get
love
to do
anytime
that.
people can do one of these.
Sounds like you're in Hollywood too. Fins to the left, Stranger Things. Fins to the right, Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Right, yeah.
Afterlife. You know.
Still the same fin. Fins are everywhere. Fin, that one fin is everywhere.
Fins to the left. It should be the Hollywood anthem. Do you agree?
Mitch, I agree. It should be the Hollywood anthem.
Fins.
Fins.
Is he in the I can't talk shop because I feel like some people don't even know it exists. Is he starring in the SNL movie or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hold on, let me look at his filmography. Maybe it's up here. Finn Wolfhard. He used to have a Headgum.
Wolfhard?
It is. He used to have a Headgum podcast, I believe.
Really?
He did, yeah. Did you work on that, Casey?
I did not. It was before my time, but it was a movie podcast.
Okay.
Interesting.
Damn, Wolfhard. While you're looking that up, while you're talking about jacking off in the shower,
Yeah.
today,
Okay.
getting ready.
Where are we going?
Getting ready today. You know, people pee in the shower.
You know,
I made the mistake of I turned the water off halfway through, and then I was just standing there peeing, and then I was like, "This is weird now."
No,
and I had to turn the water back on to make it unweird.
Yeah.
because then I was just, then you're just peeing.
You think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got to not judge yourself in that situation.
Oh,
but I
okay.
understand.
I should have just let it rip.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
it's
thanks.
fine.
I think he did what was right.
I think you can like. I think. But either way is fine.
Yeah.
In your circumstance, I've not had that happen to me. I might do the same.
I wouldn't pee on myself though.
Yeah, sure.
So then I didn't need the wash.
Sure. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I still think you did the right thing.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. Well, split. We're split.
Finn Wolfhard is cast in the upcoming SNL 1975.
Knew it.
So you might be saying Finn's to the left, SNL 1975. Finn's to the right, the upcoming film The Legend of Ochi.
Yeah.
You might be doing that here in Hollywood.
Hollywood's got Ochi fever.
We're all waiting for The Legend of Ochi, where he's going to portray Petro. That's going to be a lot of fun.
You got the Petro role?
He's got that plum Petro
in the
role in
story.
Legend of Ochi. So, Willem Dafoe, Emily Watson, good cast.
Good cast. Who's directing?
Isaiah Saxon.
Who's producing?
I don't have that here right in front of me.
Who's doing sound?
I don't know if I can get the full credits for Legend of Ochi because it is in pre-production. So it's possible a lot of those roles have not been fulfilled yet.
Pre-pro. That's what we call it here.
Yeah.
Fingers
Make a
crossed.
note to say all of it when it comes out though.
Yeah, we'll do an Ochi double. We'll definitely talk about it on the Patreon.
Well, now we have to.
We
but
have
also, we talk a lot of dumb shit on the. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
yeah,
matter.
we'll do it because it doesn't matter. That's why we'll do it. Who gives a shit?
We have 50 of them a year,
Yeah,
so who gives a
fucking
shit?
who cares?
I guess who cares?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty valid perspective.
You know what? I mean, you guys are just like in Hollywood. You're attached to the Ochi double.
Oh, hey,
Whoa.
there's actually nothing I'd love more than to come back for the Ochi double.
Yeah.
I hope that they can put on I hope they can put on all of our IMDb's Doughboys double Ochi attached.
Yeah. It's tough because
Upcoming.
now that you've put that idea in my head, if I see an Ochi double come out and we're not on it,
Yeah.
I think it's going to really hurt my feelings.
We'll do it with
I
you,
agree.
like 4
we
years
gotta do
from
it with
now.
you. I think we got to do it with you guys.
When this animated film is completed, we will definitely
it's
do this.
animated.
In
2029.
7 years.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's an animated movie.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
killed
Fuck
it?
it. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
killed the
Yeah.
project?
You know what? I'm out on the Ochi double. You can still do it, but I'm out.
I mean, a Finn Wolfhard. I don't know. Maybe it's great. Who knows?
You got to drop to play.
Oh, Emma, hit him with a drop.
Fire sauce, Diablo sauce, mild sauce.
Yeah.
Fire sauce, Diablo sauce, mild sauce.
Yeah. I got all of the tacos. Did you eat every taco?
I ate all 8 tacos, 11 tacos in total.
My ass is so sore.
Fire sauce, Diablo sauce, mild sauce.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fire sauce, Diablo sauce, mild sauce.
Yeah. I love that you were getting into in the few seconds that they were playing the clip.
That ripped.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That
I mean,
ripped.
it wasn't bad. Hey, you song and the rest of you. When the hell was this email?
What? Jesus Christ.
This is a lot of fun to make, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for shedding light on the spicy potato soft taco. Never would I have tried it, and now it's in my regular order. You're welcome.
That is a really confusing email because it references you, Song, who has not worked for the show since pre-pandemic.
Yes,
but
they
then
were
also
messing around.
references a very contemporary topic of discussion, which was the spicy potato soft taco from Taco Bell, which we talked about during a Munch Madness tournament.
Yeah. Congrats
Dang,
on
that was
the
a thinker.
potato soft
Yeah.
taco beating the cheesy gordita crunch, which is bullshit. Anyways,
I think the right call was made.
shout out to my wife.
Dropsofbirdfuck.com.
Shout out to my wife, who is a teacher.
Whoa!
My mom, Jack, and Cody.
Wow.
Thanks for considering Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie, wherever you are. Great job.
Charlie.
What up, fam?
Nice,
What up,
dude.
fam, indeed.
Nice, yeah.
Our
Keep
guest
doing that.
today hosts the podcast, The Brett DeMott Show with Buddy, Dave Brown, and Jon Mackey.
Ooh,
Guys, welcome to the
what's
show.
up? Thanks for
being here.
having
It's
us,
great
fellas.
to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Very excited. to
Long
be here.
overdue. Thank you for coming to the dough.
Yes. Thanks for coming to the dough.
Thanks
Yeah.
for also committing us to a future episode.
Yeah, we're definitely
You're
going to make that happen. Okay, I want to talk a little bit because y'all are both from the South, North Carolina and Mississippi,
yeah.
respectively.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking Popeyes today, but before we get into Popeyes, this is we're in a topic that I think the two of you know well, an area that you've had a lot of in your life, a food stuff that you've eaten a lot of, fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you stand on fried chicken?
I would argue it's the most perfect food.
Wow, I love
think
that.
I think it is my favorite food.
I think it's my favorite food too. Yeah.
I think it's actually on the peak of the mountain in terms of my like pyramid of best foods.
I'm a big sauce guy.
Okay.
I'll go to like enchiladas with mole sauce if I can do something. So like sauce things. So like I like, if it's gonna be fried chicken, I like sauces on it. So like wings is my favorite part of fried chicken. Like, it's gotta be like a honey barbecue sandwich or something. I'm not just gonna get like reggie barbecue, like reggie fried chicken.
Reggie, right?
Yeah,
Reggie.
But
I want us all to say it.
my name's Reggie, dipshit.
I think Wags will disagree with it. I'm just saying.
Okay, we'll see.
Your sauce nuggets stance.
Well, okay, so a couple months back, as of this episode's release, we will have discussed the KFC saucy nuggets. The KFC saucy nuggets, the issue was that you got all the nuggets pre-sauced. Are you eating more Popeyes right now?
the crinkle underneath your opinion.
Did you tee me up so you could eat a Popeyes chicken sandwich?
Look how much chicken I bite.
This is also the worst package for that kind of kind of thing. It doesn't make enough noise.
No.
The softest crinkle.
Very good.
The issue with the KFC saucy nuggets is by the time you got them, they were so sauced that they'd lost the texture that you wanted from a nugget. And they were also a mess to eat because the whole thing with nuggets is like, you want to be finger foods, right? But like, is that an issue for you? Like, because the wings we got today, which we'll get into later, those were like kind of sauce, but they were like semi-sauce.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. It's just kind of like they were putting the thing in like the sauce was at the bottom and they weren't just like smothered.
Right.
I love smothered sauce.
You want those bad boys soaked when you get them.
Oh, yeah.
Got
when I go to, my grandma used to always take me to Chick-fil-A at the mall in Mississippi in Jackson, and I would get like 8 Polynesian sauces.
Wow.
And I would eat them with a fork so that I could candy apple the nuggets with sauce.
That's
wild.
I'm a huge sauce freak.
I've seen the Chick-fil-A hacks where they pour Polynesian sauce into the bag and they shake it up.
I saw this and it made me really upset. I tried it because all the breading came off when I shook it around in the bag.
Oh no.
And I was like, it ended up being just like a loose piece of no breaded chicken with a bunch of like soggy breading in the bottom of the bag.
That sucks.
Yeah. So don't trust what you see on TikTok.
Are you a Chick-fil-A guy? Is that that's your go-to? And you're from Bojangles country, but you're not necessarily the biggest.
I'm from Bojangles country, born and raised. No, I grew up in a really small town, so there was not fast food like any of the fast food chains near me. I was like an hour away from like the nearest Bojangles. So most of my fried chicken experience as a kid specifically comes from this gas station that was called like 4 different things. It was Shortstop was one of them. Boss Hog Gas was another one.
That's cool.
And then there was just like a lady's name because she was the woman who worked there, and people were just like, I can't remember her name. I think it was Glenda. Maybe
it had like all names at the same time.
Well, it was. There was no name posted on the building. It was just whatever you called it. But they had really good fried chicken, and that was like the fried chicken I grew up on. Was like gas station fried chicken. But like Bojangles was the closest like chain fried chicken that you could get, and we didn't have a Chick-fil-A. We didn't have. It wasn't even a KFC in the town. It was just Bojangles. So that was the.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think the original KFC, I think when the first version of it, if memory serves, was a gas station. I think that was a thing. Did you just open a soda?
I know. I had to open it at some point.
Mitch, where do you stand on fried chicken generally?
I mean, I love it, of course.
Yeah, sure.
It's funny just because, like, even like boneless buffalo, I love, and buffalo wings, I love, and fried chicken. It's that weird thing with fried chicken where and I don't even feel this way about buffalo wings, which just is fried chicken. But fried chicken itself, I'm like, ooh, can't have that too often, and I don't eat it too often. But like wings, if people are having wings, I'm like, sure, it's the same thing, but with a buttery hot sauce on top of it. So I feel like it is one that I try to not eat as much, of course. I was very excited to have it today.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's great. It's not my favorite food. Pizza is my favorite food, which is boring.
Also, like the masking of like, for some reason, like a chicken breast when you're just like digging in feels real raw of like you're just like ripping through you can really see that it's the chest of a bird that you're really working in.
Yeah, you're eating animal flesh.
Yeah,
Like
you just see the tendons and all that type of stuff. I like it. Maybe that's where the sauce comes in. It just like masks the horrors of this world.
Yeah, that's true. I don't like the tendons and I'm not a fan of that. That always bothers me. The veins, I don't like that.
I don't mind any of that stuff, but I am like, it's not like a thing I can kind of like overlook it, you know. I do like eating stuff off the bone. I do like that part of the experience. Can we talk about, we pivot away from chicken for a second, because there were a couple of chains that y'all pitched before we settled on this one. But they were both ones that we'd already covered pretty recently on the podcast, but Chipotle and Fat Sal.
Oh yeah.
That's a real.
Yeah,
he's the Chipotle man.
Who do you look at? Oh,
you
gave it away. I was gonna be like, who do you guys think likes which? It's a. I mean, for me, Chipotle's the. I would hate to actually like do the research to find out how many times I've had Chipotle in my life.
Wow.
What do you do? Are you burrito or a bowl or what's?
I'm a bowl guy. I'm a bowl guy. I'm a full-on bowl guy, deep in the bowl game over here. I'm a steak or a chicken bowl guy.
I like it,
and I flip flop a little bit.
I was going to say I'm a bowl man, and then I realized we did that for bowl.
We did. I'm a bowl man.
We had a competition called Bowl, and then we've already done the parody song.
Yeah,
I was just
we
thinking
closed the show by singing Bowl Man together as a duet. Right.
And I'm a hard shell taco barbacoa guy.
Interesting.
I think I've said this to David multiple times, and I called him David because this is serious.
Yeah.
Hard shell with the actual sloppiest meat you can get at Chipotle. The second
you gotta eat
put
them fast. You gotta eat them fast to keep the crunch.
But that's not fun, you know?
But crunch is fun. Crunch is fun.
I feel like
I think crunch is fun.
Of course, crunch is fun.
Yeah, okay, that wasn't that. That's
There's
true.
not a crunch in the bowl that you're eating.
You're
a sloppy bowl guy.
I was going to say, I get the same order as you, so I don't know why I was backing up saying crunch is fun.
Crunch is fun.
Crunch is fun no matter what.
It is.
Nobody's arguing that crunch isn't fun. It's just the circumstances around getting crunchy tacos with the wettest meat at Chipotle
Yes.
have to be so perfect for you to eat it in ideal conditions.
Well, I don't get them delivered. That's a in person. You can't get barbacoa hard shell tacos delivered. That'd be a slop fest.
Yeah, my wife,
you got to get it and run.
She goes with the barbacoa a lot, and it's kind of like this braised sort of like stewed sort of beef. But I feel like I've seen her do that with the hard shell tacos as well. I feel like I've seen her do that move, but even though these days it's almost always a bowl.
Yeah, I'm a hard shell taco freak. I would never get a soft taco.
I forget that Chipotle has hard shell tacos.
Me too. They do not advertise.
Yeah, they always look a little surprised when I order it. Wow. They're always,
we got these.
They don't get ordered enough to where they're just stale enough to hold that barbacoa juice.
Yeah, I guess actually they probably the taco shells are so stale that they probably don't get soggy. Yeah.
No.
That's I don't ever do. I mean, I sometimes will do a chicken burrito from there, but I'm a bowl guy.
Yeah.
From there, and it is a little bit sad man dinner for me sometimes, where I'm like, it checks off the things of it's tastes okay, and then also it's not horribly bad for you if you make it the right way. You can like, I got a little bit of cheese in there and some sour cream, but it's still like it's like 750 calories or something.
But you can tell exactly how many calories you're saving by not getting the flour tortilla,
which is like part of 250 or
exactly.
Something.
Yeah. See, I negate all of that stuff with my order because I do every order I get double rice.
That's
wow.
Double meat.
Wow.
Okay.
And a bag of chips. So every meal I get at Chipotle,
you still go crunch.
But the crunch isn't the star of the show. The crunch is like an accessory.
Yeah.
But
It makes the show.
The crunch is fun is the thing.
It's so fun, dude.
Crunch is fun.
Crunch
It helps
is fun.
chewing.
So why did you say crunch isn't fun?
I didn't say. I never said crunch isn't fun. I didn't. I said
Jon
crunch
Mackey
is fun.
says crunch
This
isn't
is
fun.
ridiculous. This is ridiculous. No, but my Chipotle order has like 1,400 calories in it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm the man I am today.
But he's been real pissed lately because he says that when you order to go, you don't get as much.
This is I've seen people talking about this online as well because I've done a little bit of research. If you go through the line and you're looking somebody in the eye, they give you the right amount. You order online and they make it in the little side kitchen.
Enough live to where they'll add a little bit more.
They just don't have to answer for it if they're making it in the little side kitchen. So you get there, you hold the bag. And
I think you're
that's a
right.
little light.
I think
It's
they're
light.
also
It's
just
light.
such like assembly lines back there, just churning out to go orders. Like there's a high volume Chipotle we'll go to, and I'll just that ancillary kitchen is just always going. So yeah. And I understandably, I get it.
We've said that it's fallen off a bit.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah. Okay.
1,000%. Listen, I go 10 years back with Chipotle. I used to eat it when I worked near the Beverly Center. I would walk to the Beverly Center and eat at that Chipotle every day for lunch.
Wow.
And it was great then.
Yeah.
Now it's fine.
Yeah,
but I
it's
can't stop.
You know what's weird to me is that recently it feels like there's a lot of places that were quality. We talked about this with Tender Greens a little bit, where their protein has just kind of sucked. Where it's like, and with Chipotle, I feel that way too, where I'm like, this chicken doesn't feel like it.
No quality control anymore.
I don't know what happened.
They're just burning the hell out of every piece of chicken they throw on the grill.
The podcast is starting again. We're in a loop.
Yusong's name came up, and he's also a huge Chipotle fan. So I just texted him to see if he's still eating Chipotle these days and see what he thinks.
Hey, so
we'll see if he comes
the
back.
shout out was well worth it for our old friend Yusong.
Life is a herald. Dave,
Life is a herald.
What is your Fat Sal's affiliation?
Oh my God! First time I ever had Fat Sal's. Betsy Sidaro ordered it like at 2:00 in the morning and got like
sounds like 40, a Betsy move.
40 sandwiches delivered, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I had the Fat Buffalo, and I've never been the same. It is
Fat Buffalo's good.
It's mozzarella sticks, French fries, hot tenders, and ranch in a sandwich.
Wow,
and that's everything I want.
That's
all. And
she did text us the other night. She was like, I got Taco Bell with Gilly at 3 a.m. last night or something. See if you can find it. It's very funny.
But there used to be one right
last
by
night
me.
at 3 a.m. Gilly ordered $150 of Taco Bell for 3 people. It was incredible.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah, and I used
so
to.
she's been having like the same night for like 9 years in a row.
And it's still awesome every
It's still
time.
awesome.
Sounds fun.
It hasn't lost its luster at all.
Sounds fun as hell.
We can still do this.
I lived by one. Lived by a Fat Sal's on the one on Fountain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I know that.
so I could get there real quick, and to get the Fat Buffalo sandwich, and then as I'll explain, a giant cherry Coke. Because with every bite I take a tiny sip of Coke. That is like my style of eating.
Are you still chewing when you're sipping the Coke?
Take a bite, take like 2 chews, tiny sip of like Coke, and then that really ties the room together.
It's making like a slurry.
Yeah.
in
So
the
it's
old
like I
cement
do the
mixer.
same thing with like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Do that, tiny sip of milk.
Oh.
Like
That makes
I like
more sense to me.
I
Yeah,
like
it does.
I like the little bit of extra liquid when I'm eating.
The mixing of all of those flavors gives me chills.
You got to give it a try.
In a bad way.
I want to pitch a restaurant that comes with a meal, and each meal has like a shot glass of the thing that you're supposed to like sip with each bite. I think that would be, like that's the
love
future
There's
of
just somebody
dining to
standing
me.
there refing the little shot glass hole. Like,
Just a little
You get one at a
teapot
time,
that
every
they just
bite.
keep doing.
There's 60 employees at this restaurant. First I want to say, how's this for a t-shirt? Life's a Herald, and I'm in the 3rd beat.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
All right.
I mean, it's like for an older person, I could wear that. It would work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, right.
I just think it's a good idea.
No, I think it's a good idea.
I'll talk to Charna and I'll see. I'll figure this out.
Yeah, see if Charna signs off on it, and if she does, then we go over to our merch partners at Kinship Goods. I'm sure they could whip something up.
Yeah, if Charna signs off on it, I don't know. Do you know anyone from Del Close's estate or no?
I mean, I think it would be Charna.
It is okay.
It would be
Charna.
Charna,
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
We'll talk.
everything kind of funnels back to Charna.
Everything goes
Everything
back
goes
to
back to
Charna.
Charna. All right. We'll
Yeah.
figure this out.
Kim Howard Johnson is maybe involved.
Okay,
the third
okay,
author
okay.
of Truth and Comedy.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
I'll reach out.
Reach
But,
out to them.
Also we have. I was going to bring up that we have a food experience. You and I.
Oh,
Oh my God, yeah. I have a picture of it.
Do you really?
Only the only thing that exists from this is the thumbnail that I got from the Go90 website of that episode, and I'll send it to you. I still have it.
The thing that we've talked about on this podcast before, where it was like, I'm doing, like this Charleston Chew branded content
Yes,
video. And it's like, well, you know what? At least I'll have it forever on my reel. I got paid $50, but that didn't turn out to be true.
No.
Everything that you worked on has disappeared. It's vanished.
Yeah.
Zapped away. Not even like stored for any historical reason. No, they know immediately that this doesn't have any historical significance.
Yeah, sucked into a void.
The
This
hard
was in
drive
the
that
dead media.
existed on is gone.
Yeah, the hard drives that exist on are gone.
Yeah.
It was like the content boom of like the 2010s, where it was like Funny or Die was killing it, College Humor.
Every cell phone
BuzzFeed,
company was like, let's do our own proprietary video platform.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And like some people realized like it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like some people, not me. I loved all this stuff. But that's so funny that I wonder if that exists at all. I'm sure someone has.
What is it?
Yeah,
So
what
it
was
was
it?
Drive Share. So it was
Oh, it was the like
Paul Scheer and
Scheer
Rob
show.
Huebel's
Uber
show,
thing,
which
right.
was
Yeah.
awesome to do. It was just
Yeah.
like they got people, gave you a premise, you got in a car and improvised like a Drive Share scene. And we were in one about Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And
Well, which by the way, this is funny because
The two of you were playing passengers?
Yeah, we were
and then also
passengers.
there is an SNL sketch that does a similar thing, which I don't know if it was before or after us. I'm just gonna say it was after.
Way after. Way
Well,
after.
everybody saw the Go 90 episode of this short form video and decided to
Yeah, so
steal
we were in the
it.
back seat and Brendan Jennings was driving.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we basically.
Not basically.
You went for you. I mean, he was so game and it was great. But you got the receiving end of it, which I salute you for. But I chewed up food and spit it into his mouth.
He baby birded me.
We guess as we were calling, we were baby birding.
Yeah, he baby birded me fully. And then
We bonded very much on that day. I think
the screen grab I have that I guess was from the website is just me right after that moment, and all of it's falling out of my mouth.
God.
It's disgusting. I'll send it to y'all. Y'all can put
Yeah,
it
I'd
up.
love to see
It's
it.
funny that for the thumbnail they decided let's not show the actual funny like image of food falling out of mouth. Let's show like the moment after that's just like gross.
Right.
Horrible.
That's you
Yeah.
just like, I'm trying to be in this scene and be funny and be present. And there's like this man like me who I'm just like waving at you. His food is chewed up in my mouth. That sucks.
But was that wasn't baked into the scene, right?
No,
You guys
no.
were
It's
just
all
improvising?
improvised.
we just
Yeah.
went for it.
Wow.
And it may have been like a suggestion from them or like the director
Yeah, I
or
was gonna
something.
say
I
how
can't
in the
remember.
moment in an improvised thing, do you have the idea to chew up food and spit it into your mouth without any prior discussion?
I don't know how it came about.
Was
exactly.
Dan Schneider off camera?
Yeah, do it.
Let me tell you, the producers went 90. They fell over laughing.
Yes, we should explain for
Yeah.
anyone who doesn't remember the Verizon Go 90
Yeah.
app. The name of it was because
I don't
you're
think you have
normally
to explain. I think everyone remembers.
everyone gets it. Okay, I won't bother.
Go ahead. No, you know what? Maybe for one or two
Okay,
people.
for one or two people, whoever, maybe some young people out there, you know, you're normally looking at your phone like this and holding it vertically, and then if you were going to go 90 and check out all the exclusive content on this amazing app, you would turn your phone horizontally.
90
so I've gone
degrees.
90
That's-
degrees.
That's
was
how
the-
you go 90.
That was
Go
that's how you
90.
go 90. Yeah.
So if you'd like to go 90, log on to Verizon Go 90, download the new app, check out exclusive content.
Can we get Go 90? Can we get go90.com?
I don't think can we squat on the URL?
I bet you.
take over
See if we can get the- But literally there were so many shows on that thing
Oh, yeah?
and it
Yeah.
went away.
Well, that
and
was like that Tweenfest show that.
Oh,
Queen
right.
Fest
Yeah, that was
Brad
really
too.
funny.
Brad
Yeah,
Evans.
yeah.
Damn.
I was in that for a
Garner.
minute.
Yeah.
Did you guys
I
do
edited
that?
it. I was
Oh,
one of the-
shit.
I was-
Wow.
I edited 4 of the episodes.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great show, and now I think it just exists on.
all gone.
It's just gone.
I think they might have gotten the rights to that back, and it might be on YouTube now. But
well, they burned
also,
the building down.
Funny or Die produced it, and then Funny or Die's. Who knows what
Who
Funny or
knows
Die
where they
even
are?
is now?
They
So,
left
who knows?
town with every fucking all the money they made from fucking Starburst fucking branded spots that they didn't pay people.
Funny or Die is now 2 guys on a private plane with sacks with dollar signs.
Who can't land?
Yeah,
They can't
They can't land
they
because
didn't- they didn't
the
fuel up.
authorities will be there.
Yeah.
There were no PAs left to fuel them up. I think that we should, like Thanos, we should get CISO and Go 90, CISO.com, Go90.com. I think we should get these.
Go90.com's not available. I checked.
Damn.
They still have it?
Go90.ai was the recommendation.
Yeah.
What
What about Gone 90?
Gone 90.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Or going 90. I don't know. Get all variations of go.
Let's stop buying URLs as bits. I think we probably stop using our budget for that, but it's a funny idea.
It was an honor for you to spit food.
It was we very much bonded
did.
that day.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm sure you guys can relate to this, but that thing of having like a 9-page audition for a Go 90 show,
Right.
Which is like I'm still mad at this town for the rest of my life for that. To like nervously be studying 9 pages for a Go 90 show.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how infuriating that is to
Yeah.
even think about? Wags, do you know how mad I am right now?
Mitch, I know how mad
I'm
you
wearing
are.
a Hulk shirt. I'm fucking pissed off.
Yeah. No,
Now they're trying to get rid of Schneider.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's an infuriating,
First
degrading
that, then
industry.
this.
Go 90. Now Schneider. What's next?
What else are they going to take from us?
No, it's continually more work for less money, and then also like more work even for the prospect of less
Yeah.
money. It's whatever. It's a rotten industry. That's why
9
we
pages
podcast.
for fucking Go 9. I swear to God. I mean, it was the possibility it's even longer than that.
We got to be able to buy all that stuff back for like $10. Like, where is
I think
it?
the bad news is I think a lot of that stuff is deleted. I
Yeah,
think
the
it's either
data
gone-
doesn't exist anymore. I think
Yeah.
a lot of it. Like hard drives are just.
I'm sure Sheeran
There's a
you
hard
will
drive
have
in-
to have that show somewhere.
They
I'm
got
sure.
to.
You would think so. But who knows? And
Yeah.
it's also like all this shit is so like the rights to something could be bought by some private equity firm or whatever, some like Saudi holding corporation, and it's just there for no reason. And so
we
that's
saw
why
this with Quibi.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
when Quibi went under and Roku said, you know what, we'll take all that content.
Yes, yeah.
It keeps happening, folks.
It keeps it's now in a different storage department somewhere.
Some other lonely guy in a vault has access to the one hard drive it's on.
I mean, that's the other thing too, is that like someone could just spill soda on the hard drive that the Birthday Boys is on, and our sketch
Right.
show is gone forever, probably. But you know, it was nice to do while it happened. It was good.
You at least have DVDs, right? Or was that just one season?
Do you own a copy of the DVD?
I do own copies
Okay,
of
good.
DVDs, luckily, but people are like, "Where can we get the DVDs?" I think they stopped making.
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Bummer. They should do a box set.
Yeah. I've said it too.
In the end, the sun's going to end up getting real big and destroy Earth in 1 billion years, so it's all going to go
That's a
away
good
You know
anyway.
what? Right.
Yeah.
It's good
So
perspective.
that means right now doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Hey,
right now doesn't matter. Nothing
Hey,
matters.
everybody, this will be gone one day too.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna keep. We actually got a sunproof vault.
You get the masters.
Just floating in space. 1 billion years from now. some
You and
weird little
Prince.
alien.
Prince gets the masters of his song. Y'all get the masters to this podcast.
Floating in space, a very old U song in there, watching over it.
Let's. I want to talk about Popeyes, but I do want to touch on a subject we were talking about while we're waiting for Mitch to arrive. Both of you have
Jesus
played Baldur's
Christ.
Gate 3.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
My
Oh,
favorite
my
game.
God.
Yeah.
Happy I arrived later than the fucking Baldur's Gate talk. You know how many
If you need
times
to go to the bathroom, you can do that now.
I mean, I honestly, I might go turn the AC down a little bit more.
Yeah, Mitch has stood up. Which are you gonna sit back down? Or you can stand out of frame.
No, I'll be here. Do your thing.
He's just gonna do some tidying up.
I might try this guy. Do you do it this way?
Yeah, I set it up like that. Mitch is holding up one of the lumbar backrests that Emma got for us. So yeah, I kind of like it like that, like triangular, with that part pointing up.
That's the way you're supposed to do it.
That's the way
right?
you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
For somebody who's doing a side quest, I can't believe that you don't like that game. It's made for you.
Would you like one?
I'm good without it.
Okay.
I mean, for now. We'll see in 2 hours how I feel. I don't know.
Okay, so Mackey, you played through it a couple of times. Or you're
Yeah.
on your second
I'm
playthrough.
almost done with my second playthrough.
What was the first character you finished it with, and what are you playing now?
I was a half orc fighter.
Fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And that was really fun.
Yeah.
Really just like battle heavy, just
Yeah.
like slicing people up. But then my second playthrough,
Intimidation and dialogue, a lot of
yeah,
fun.
It was very fun. Then the second playthrough, I'm doing a bard,
Love a bard.
a half elf bard.
I did a half elf bard
Yes.
for my half wood elf for my first playthrough. College of Lore. What college are you doing?
Gosh, well, I can't even remember now. I haven't.
College of Swords. You more of a brawler.
No. College of Lore.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, it's a Bard's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's crazy how it's a completely different game depending on what kind of character you're playing.
For sure, there's so much unique dialogue.
Yeah, and I also my first playthrough, I killed people that I didn't know were NPCs. That
right.
I killed Karlak, that character, my first time because I just believed the guys up in the house that were like, "There's a devil out there," and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna kill I gotta kill the devil."
Guys in the house.
Well, I did, and I killed the character who apparently. You love this, don't you, Mitch? Mitch is loving it.
I truly.
So Karlak is this like sort of demon character.
Tell him. Give him context.
No, but I like killed a bunch of characters that
We all know who Karlak is. It's like Go 90. We get it.
How dare you compare Karlak to Go 90?
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just
Incredible
my first
game,
playthrough. I killed so many characters that I didn't mean to kill.
I got lucky and had an Oathbreaker Paladin, so I couldn't kill anyone. So then I made friends with everyone. So then I got
not an Oathbreaker Paladin. You're not the opposite.
the opposite.
Yeah, the
I
opposite.
can't break oaths.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing with the
Yeah.
Dave is
new to it.
Yeah, he's new to it.
I'm new to the world.
But
so I couldn't break
love that
any
you're doing
rules,
it.
so I had to be everybody's friend. So I get to see like everybody's storylines.
Yes,
so my
right.
camp was packed full of people, and then it was really fun. My ending, I don't want to say it, I guess, to ruin it for people, but like my ending was wild because I was like, every decision I made, I was like, I'm making what this character would do. Like he would sacrifice himself, he would do this, and the end of my game was me just being like, oh God. Like I made friends. With a dude in hell. Came up and became my friend. I rolled like a nat 20 to make whatever that hell dude was my friend.
Raphael or
the other guy. No, his big like brutish
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, nice.
Can I quickly interject here for a second?
Your
Can I quickly interject here? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Everyone shut up. I love our guests.
Dude, there's
Great
hot sex in the game though.
All right.
You can do hot sex.
All right, go on a little bit.
Wait, who did you romance?
Shadowheart.
Yeah, I did Shadowheart my first playthrough. My second one, I got together with Gale.
But I got mad because I romanced Shadowheart, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna see what happens if I romance someone else. And then I romanced someone else, like a Mind Flayer. And then Shadowheart forgave me.
Shadowheart's down in the game.
And then I was like, wait, I could have been running through folks. And I was real mad about that.
Yeah.
I was real mad.
I think a Shadowheart is kind of like presented as like kind of the default / canonical romance option.
Mm-hmm.
She's also like, well, this character is written to permit the player to make other choices as well and not be punished by it. But yeah,
while you guys are talking about that, Paul Walter Hauser got cast in every other fat guy movie in Hollywood. Every fat guy role is gone.
Mackey, who did you romance?
In my first playthrough, I can't remember. Maybe Gale, because Gale's like the easiest character to romance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gale will just be like, let's go. Like you almost
Gale wants it.
I think there's like only like one dialogue option that makes him back off. Like otherwise he will just be like, yeah, I'm down.
He's kind of though like he presents himself as kind of like this sort of like suave guy, but then when you start recording him, he gets kind of beta, which I kind of like.
Yeah, it was interesting. And then my new
you get
playthrough.
to pick your penis in this game.
Oh, yeah,
Is
you
it
get
like
to-
that?
you get to
You'd
pick
like
your
that?
Do they have small ones?
You can,
Ish.
Is that what
you can download a mod for you.
I checked out after. Look, I found the most beautiful woman in video games. It's Gruntilda after you lose in Banjo-Kazooie.
Right,
as you
yes.
know.
She turns into human form.
She just turns into like sexy Gruntilda.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of something different.
I mean, sexy. Wait, what are you thinking of?
I was
What
thinking of
horny thing
Shrek.
were you thinking of?
I was thinking of Shrek.
Oh. She turns into Shrek form in Shrek.
Shrek turns human.
You were thinking of sexy Shrek?
Yeah, I was like, right, because Gruntilda turns from green to human, and I was like, no, that's what Shrek does. Gruntilda just turns into a sexier version of herself.
Shrek turns human?
In Shrek 2.
In Shrek 2.
Really?
Yeah,
he
he's
does,
handsome. He's like, he's.
Wow.
He looks like you, big guy.
Oh, come on.
He does.
Wait, which version?
That guy's wearing a lot of green right now.
Handsome Shrek looks like me?
Yeah, I think
you're
so.
too
I'd say
kind.
so.
I don't remember the Shrek movies at all.
I don't either, I guess.
Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots turns into a horse, I think, right? Isn't that what happens?
In Shrek
is that what
2?
happens?
The donkey turns.
The donkey
into
turns
the
into a
donkey
yeah.
turns into
steed.
like a steed. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Is the end of Shrek 2 just like all of the characters morphing? I don't remember. The
There's a
end
lot of
Shrek.
morphing going
They
on.
do, but then I think they turn back because they have to accept who they really are is the whole thing. Of just like, I could have this wish fulfillment,
That's a
but
message.
ultimately I have to
That's a
embrace
good
myself.
message.
Maybe I've
it is a
never
good
seen
message.
Shrek 2, actually, now that I think about it.
It's fine.
Do you think Fiona made the right choice by becoming a Shrek? I feel like it's the bad. I feel like a.
I think
Like,
she
you
made
know-
the right choice.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, if like I had a choice to be like, you could be less monstrous. You could be like you could be a guy who works at Abercrombie and Fitch. I'd be like, all right, yeah, give me I'll take that thing. That seems nice, right?
You'd be a fundamentally different guy is the thing. That's like you become that guy and then you live as that guy and your personality would start to change. Your circle of friends would start to change. You'd get distance from who you really were. You're not going to be
This
hanging
all
out with,
sounds great.
You're not going to be hanging out with Chankton and Micus and Wu-Tang anymore.
Oh, this still sounds great.
You're going to be hanging out with guys named like Chad and Todd and Braylon. You're going to be
They
hanging
sound
out with
cool
hunks.
as hell.
You're not going to be in
They're
here.
hunks.
You're not going to be here podcasting. You're going to be out there in the Headgum offices working.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that
actually,
sucks.
that does suck.
You don't want to be like COO of Headgum.
Sounds like this guy likes character creation.
Yeah.
We got a game for
here's
you,
the thing.
buddy.
Mitch, you would love Baldur's Gate, but like with Elden Ring, it's probably good that you don't play it because I know
think
how
it maybe would
obsessive you
kill
get
me.
with games.
Yeah.
And you would spend 300 hours in this thing doing
I put
every side
180
quest.
hours in, and like he was looking for something that I had found, and he was like, I was like, share your screen, and he shared it, and his map had these dark splotches in it, and I could not stand that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I
I looked in every
to
corner of
places.
everything, and he was like, I'm almost done, and there was just like patches of darkness.
You're exaggerating, but
There
you
was
don't have to
big
get into
patches
it.
of darkness, and it was Act 3, and there's so much stuff.
There's so much.
How many
Too
hours did
much
you put
in
into
Act
that
three.
bad boy?
$180 I did.
Yeah, my first playthrough was like 130, but I didn't do every side quest. And by the time I'd finished my second playthrough, I was near 400. Yeah.
I'm close. I'm like over 3 right now with both
Oh,
playthroughs.
it's so fun.
Yeah.
I didn't even play the new
It's
the
best.
Breath of the Wild. Wait, the Tears of the Kingdom was
yeah.
like too daunting for me.
That was too much.
Is that the
I bounced
building
off of
one?
it.
Yeah, it's the new one.
Yeah, I
you gotta
couldn't
build
do it. Once the building happened, I was like, this is too much things.
Emma, you put
I
a
wanna
bunch of
do it.
time into Breath of the Wild. Did you bounce off of Tears of the Kingdom, or are you still playing?
Yeah,
it?
no, I finished Breath of the Wild, and I'm probably like 100 hours into Tears of the Kingdom at this point. I like it, but I agree the building is annoying at times. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to spend 20 minutes building some weird craft so that
Right.
it can like die on me in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But the ability to like, I forget what it's called. I haven't played in a few weeks. The hand thing that like lets you remember your building recipes or whatever.
That's pretty fun.
That was pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get frustrated when games have a mechanic that they put in it that people can get really, really good at
Yeah.
because everybody's always going to get so much better than me.
Oh,
And so
sure.
when I would see like TikToks of people who
Yeah.
built like moving cities, I'm just like, well, fucking, I don't
Yeah.
even. Well, I don't want to play
I
the
I watch
game now.
videos of
Yeah.
I
things
can't
that
do the
people
stuff you
make
do.
to like fly around in the sky
Yeah.
online, and I'm like, I can't even begin to build this, and I'm never gonna get there, and it can be a little discouraging.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, well, I even fucking play this.
I
shit.
play
I
video
got
games
2
since I'm
boards
not
and made
creative.
a long board. Yeah, no, this is the same sort of thing. I don't want to have. I don't want to like. There's elements I want to use my imagination, but other times I just want to like kind of like do what the follow what the game allows me to do. you know?
Minimalism. That's my art style, Wags. You know this. I'm not good. I would not be very good at crafting together. I'm not good with Legos. I don't think I'd be good at it. But
I like some of that stuff, but I think it just depends on what the overall game is doing. And like, a game like Tears of the Kingdom, I was just like less into it, even though I was
Baldur's
impressed
Gate
by the
did
design.
a good job of like, it's a big game, but you never felt like lost.
Yes, right.
Like it was very like everything felt, because I can't do like an Elden Ring or a big open world thing where it just feels like I'm just like
Oh
walking
yeah,
around.
Elden Ring would break your brain because they don't tell you anything.
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
like, no, I don't like
yeah,
that. I don't like that
You'd
at
have
all.
no idea. You'd finish
Baldur's
the
Gate
game
was
and
just enough of like, this is what you need to be doing, and the boards were small, like the maps were just small enough to where I was like, I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
If we were focus testing this podcast, their knob would be all the way to the left, and they would be breaking it off. Trying us talking about fucking Elden Ring again for the fucking 100th time.
People love
I've
it.
never played the game. People don't love it.
They do love it.
We have a mainstream audience. They like Survivor, and they like there's some people who listen to the podcast.
You want to talk about Survivor?
No.
I think the thing is that these games are mainstream. Is the thing. I think a mainstream audience does know what we're talking about.
way
and has
more
experience with
mainstream than you ever would have expected a few years ago.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Popeyes.
How about that?
It's fair. It's fair. I just don't know what the fuck everyone's talking about. Doesn't make sense to me. He's talking about it 1 billion times.
I love it.
I know you. I knew you love it. It's maybe the only thing you like, I think.
Ever find yourself holding back on travel plans because you're afraid of the language gap? Well, no need to mind the gap if you have Babbel. Speak like a whole new you with Babbel, the science-backed language learning app that gets you talking. Wasting hundreds of dollars on private tutors is the old school way of learning a new language. Babbel's 10-minute lessons are quick and handcrafted by over 200 language experts, ready to get you talking your new language in 3 weeks, because talking is the key to really knowing any language. Designed by real people for having real conversations, Babbel gets you talking. Babbel's tips and tools are grounded in the real-life stuff you'll actually need. Everything is focused on conversation, so you'll be ready to talk wherever you go. Hey, I'm taking a little trip up north to Canada, and I've been studying Spanish, which isn't as much of an asset north of the border, I will say. Perhaps a little bit more relevant down in SoCal. But if I was learning French, one of Canada's 2 national languages, I could use it up there. Order food, ask for directions, without having to look at a language app on my phone. Don't just take my word for it. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and beyond continue to prove Babbel works. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college, without those pesky protests you have to deal with. With over 16 million subscriptions sold, Babbel's 14 award-winning language courses are backed by a 20-day money-back guarantee, so no pressure. Buy Babbel, we'll travel. Here's a special limited-time deal for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/doughboys. Get up to 60% off at babbel.com/doughboys, spelled BABBEL.com/doughboys. Rules and restrictions may apply.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Spoon Man. And wow, September is here already. Can you believe it? Personally, I love the month. I remember as a boy when the leaves would change color and me and my friends would go get apple cider donuts. What a time. Well, guess what? It's time for new fall traditions, like getting regular hydration and energy from Liquid IV. Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier Plus Energy delivers 100 milligrams of natural caffeine plus 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, so you can accomplish all the things you want and need to do. And they've combined their popular peach flavor with highly requested blackberry to awaken your senses and keep you coming back for more. Now, I love Liquid IV. I'm a big strawberry guy. I love the stuff. I have it a lot of the nights when I feel a little parched. I'm going to make myself a glass of water with some Liquid IV, mix it up, drink it down, and I'm feeling good. Off to bed with me. I think it's great to have after a workout, before I take a trip up to Canada. Or, when it's hot outside or a long weekend, that's when I like to take my Liquid IV. Hydration Multiplier Plus Energy delivers energy comparable to 1 to 2 cups of coffee through about 100 milligrams of naturally occurring caffeine. Experience the deliciousness of one of their best-selling flavors, peach, perfectly paired with highly requested blackberry. Tear, pour, live more. 1 stick plus 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Powered by Live Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. And now, start a new fall tradition with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Doughboys at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Doughboys at liquidiv.com. The Spoon Man loves it, and you will too. Do it.
There is something else I like.
What's that?
Popeyes.
Wow. Proved you
Popeyes
wrong
this
so
week's
fast.
chain. Popeyes Wings is what we're focused on today, though we'll talk about other aspects of the menu. Founded in 1972 in New Orleans by Al Copeland, who was an interesting character. Owned by
How was he interesting?
Well, he was just like an eccentric guy who was kind of a charlatan in the same sort of way Colonel Sanders was, but like a little bit like maybe less menacing. he did things like he called his company Popeyes so he could use like the Popeyes license, but without permission, So it was like kind of a wink sort of thing of like, my company just happens to be affiliated with Popeye, this famous cartoon character, and also at the same time, this famous movie character, Popeye Doyle, played by Gene Hackman. Mm-hmm. So like, he kind of just had this association, but it wasn't officially licensed. He got into a feud late in life with Anne Rice. They're both like big New Orleans celebrities, and they just like hated each other.
That's funny.
I think he like raced like fan boats too. He was just like one of those weird like rich guys. Anyway. They are no longer owned by Al Copeland, who I believe has passed away. They're owned by Restaurant Brands International, which also owns Burger King, Firehouse Subs, and Tim Hortons. Again, one of these ominous holding corporations that just controls all of society.
They got go 90s.
Exactly, yeah.
CISO.
Now, we've reviewed Popeyes a few times. The last time, Mitch, do you remember who our guest was? It was in January 2021. This was a pandemic record. This was someone who's been on the podcast one time.
One-time guest, Popeyes.
Yes.
Pandemic record.
Yes.
I'm going to say, was it for Tomorrow War?
No, it was not for Tomorrow War. Everyone's saying always, somebody feed this guy. Phil Rosenthal came on the podcast. One of our favorites.
Very cool.
Rosenthal's due for a return. He is also the reason this is not in the Platinum Plate Club.
Oh, right.
You and I both gave it 5 forks. Phil would not go above 3.5 forks.
Wow. He wouldn't go into the Golden Plate Club?
No, he wouldn't go into the Golden Plate Club, yeah.
Wow. I thought you were going to... I honestly was like worried that it was going to be someone more canceled or something. I was truly nervous for a minute.
It's Dan Snyder.
It was Snyder.
We have another thing we need to discuss before we get into Popeyes. Casey, our engineer, hates Popeyes, loathes our beloved Popeyes. Casey,
Really?
what's going on over there behind the producer's desk?
What I said in the chat when Amelia asked if I wanted Popeyes, I said I've tried it 3 times.
Yeah.
Every single time, it was the worst chicken I've ever had.
The worst chicken you've ever had.
It was rubbery. It was flavorless.
Wow.
It was like not crispy. It like tasted like it was cooked days ago.
Wow.
And I tried it 3 different times, 3 different locations.
All in
and
LA?
like all in LA. That's the thing.
When was this?
Over the span of like
Today.
6 years, I'd say.
And you've tried different locations and the same thing repeated. Where's you're from Florida, so you're also from the South, but Popeyes, I guess, didn't have much penetration near where you lived.
Yeah.
What were the
Chick-fil-A?
It was a Chick-fil-A. You're a Chick-fil-A guy. Is that
I do like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, okay.
It's just he picks weird words sometimes.
What are you talking about?
Popeyes doesn't have any penetration where you were. It's just this weird sounding.
Market penetration.
Market penetration is a
Yeah.
reasonable thing to say.
Fine.
Yeah.
We're talking business here.
I'm with you on that one.
Thank you. Yeah.
You think I was saying like P and V?
Yeah.
I'm not doing
You're
that.
talking about olive oil. I was going to tell you, cut the crap.
We thought I was talking about olive oil?
I'm saying Popeye.
Like Popeyes penetrating olive oil?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So Popeye didn't get much penetration in the show. Huh?
Look.
Bluto's watching through the slats of a closet door.
That's me. Paul Walter Hauser got it. Oh, well.
He got cucked Bluto?
Yeah,
Oh,
he got
man.
cucked Bluto.
I can't believe he got cucked Bluto.
Wimpy is still... He got Wimpy, too. They're
Wimpy.
doing a clumps thing.
Oh, man. That'll be good, though.
It will be. I'm
It'll be good.
going to be there. I'm going to see
Yeah,
it.
it'll be really good.
Yeah, well.
No more airing of Hollywood grievances, okay?
We're not doing that here.
I think that you said a weird word, but I get it. Popeyes wasn't everywhere. It was on the route to, for me, going to New Hampshire was like the only place I would even see Popeyes. And it wasn't because I didn't at least in Quincy or nearby, I didn't really have it, right?
But Emma, you're from New Hampshire.
I'm like trying to figure out where the Popeyes is on
Oh,
the
I
route.
don't know.
Is it on Route 1?
I have no idea. Maybe.
We didn't have it. There's one. It's either a Popeyes. It might be a Popeyes. It's in the rest stop, in the Kennebunk rest stop. It's in Maine, though.
Oh, it's in Maine.
Yeah, but it's like in a rest stop.
You know
That's
what?
the only one that
That
we
is
ever had access
probably
to.
the exact one that I'm thinking
Yeah,
of.
it's at the Kennebunk rest stop.
Yeah,
I think the one I was thinking of that I thought was a Popeyes was a KFC by me.
Got it. Okay.
I don't think there was a Popeyes now, but I can't even tell anymore.
You know what? I agree with him. The penetration wasn't good. It was bad penetration.
Real bad penetration.
It's not everywhere. But you know, I love Popeyes. I have a lot of affection for it. The wings were new to me. I'd not had the wings prior to today. Let's start with the wings because that's the headline. So there were 6 flavors here. Dave, we were talking about this before we started. I'm a bit of a heat seeker. I love spicy foods. They have an up to 5 gauge, up to 5 flames gauge for these sauces, but the hottest one only goes to 4. So it's like they're not using their full scale.
And the one called ghost pepper is a 3.
Yes, it's which is absurd.
Which is absurd.
The flavors are ghost pepper, honey barbecue, honey lemon pepper, roasted garlic parmesan, signature hot, and sweet and spicy. Now, one of these we did not get because one of the 6 orders of 6 wings we got was totally unsauced. They were just plain wings.
Which one did we get?
I believe we didn't get the ghost pepper. Am I wrong?
There was one spicy one, but I don't know which of the spices it was.
To me, the spicy one.
No stickers on the box, which is absurd.
A little bit of a bummer.
To not label which one is which.
To me, the signature, the spicy one we had tasted like just a default hot sauce. It did not taste like a ghost pepper sauce, but it could have been ghost pepper.
A little more buttery
than
what I would imagine from a...
And it was pretty hot, and that's the hottest one. And
that was the hottest one, 4
hot.
out of 5. Right.
Oh.
Check it out.
What were you doing?
It's sexy Grantilda.
Can I see it? Oh, you're showing it out on your phone? Show the camera. Yeah, she looks good.
Send it to me. I'll put it in the video.
All right, I'll send you. She looks good.
But I didn't clock the hot.
Yeah.
Not a runny nose in sight.
No, I did. You did because there was separate dipping sauces, and I think one of the little dipping sauces was the spiciest one. But I didn't touch. I didn't get a taste of the super spicy.
So these come in little trays, little plastic trays to go, and they have basically like a reservoir of sauce at the bottom, and the wings are just resting on top of them, and you're either supposed to swirl the whole box up to shake up the sauce, I guess, or just kind of dredge them as you're eating. But it's not sauced on top.
No, they should be full sauced.
Yeah.
They should be full dip.
I think based on what they give you, I think the intention is that you're supposed to shake it up, or when they send it through delivery, they just assume that it's going to get shaken up.
Sure, that makes sense.
They just kind of just like they tell the Postmates guy like be reckless, like
they like banking on bumpy roads.
Yeah, they're banking on it falling out of the truck or something.
Mitch is up to something. What are you doing?
I was just texting. I texted him and I texted her the grunty pics, and I said she looks good.
I responded. I said, quite a glow up.
It is the glow up.
Oh, we got a side by side.
The side by side.
Oh yeah.
The grunty glow up.
The grunty glow
that is a huge difference.
That's a huge difference.
It's a sort of thing of like you look at that when you're like 14 and like you get a boner, and then like later on you're an adult and you're like, oh wait, there was just like some like horny like 35-year-old artist who did that. It was like, this is a pretty girl, you know.
Chest bigger.
In 3D Studio Max, and like it became a game asset.
And you look at a 35 and you get a boner again. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right.
We're all hard right now. Everyone's hard.
Look, to our listeners out there, oftentimes we're not hard. It's way less than we are hard.
Oftentimes.
But looking at Grantilda, I went 90 if you want to hear what I'm saying.
It does make sense.
I went 45. I went about a 45. Yeah.
So you were straight up and you went down, basically?
You start up.
Yeah,
your
right. Yeah, it's a weird,
up.
weird quirk of my anatomy. I really like these wings. I think the texture is great. I normally like an unbreaded wing because they just like the breading can get in the way, and especially if you're taking down an order of 12 or whatever, it's just a lot of food. But I think these are so fucking good. I think Popeyes, the fry of their chicken is so consistent. It's one of the things they do well. One of the reasons they're several notches above KFC. But this execution, it's exactly what I want in a chicken wing. And as fast food wings go, I think this is like top flight stuff.
It's cool because you know that they know how to cook chicken.
Right.
So that's a good base. It's not like they were a pizza place and they're like, I guess we should do wings too.
Yeah.
And now like Domino's, you get the sloppiest, slimiest wings of all time.
Still likes them.
We've had some success with Domino's wings, but it's hit or miss.
Yes. Oh yeah. The last time we got them, it was It
might as well have
felt
been a
like it was
stew.
mostly skin.
Yeah.
Oh God damn.
Just
that is
sloppy skin.
horrifying.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. But these, I had a similar feeling with these where the crispiness, the base level crispy, it withstands the sauce.
Yes,
which is really like that's ultimately the issue. Well,
Crunch
yes,
is fun.
I've always said this, that crunch is fun.
Earlier, you didn't say it.
I would
didn't say it
defy
earlier.
you
Check
to
the tape.
find a place
I don't know.
where I said crunch isn't fun.
So the straight up, it was just like good wing, cooked, good meat.
Domino's
good
wings.
base.
Remember in RoboCop when the guy gets the acid, the acid falls on him?
Yeah,
and
at the
then
end.
And then he gets hit by the car.
Yeah.
I feel like
Cool as
that's like the consistency of Domino's wings. Is that they're like very
Like
like
you're eating that guy?
they're basically they're
Wow.
like they're very loosely on the bone.
Right.
Maybe falling, like molecularly falling apart.
Yeah,
like
yes.
the chemical makeup of them is disintegrating.
Yeah, something-
and they're
something
becoming
they're-
some other type of matter. Yeah, they're not solid anymore.
Yeah, there is something, and I am with you guys. I don't know how you like them. I actually like their like chicken nuggets more.
Interesting.
Which is just
like
like
their boneless wings.
They're boneless wings, just because I feel like they're like a little bit more crunchy. But the wings there are bad. And I thought that's what I was in for when I saw it. I saw these tiny little wings.
Right.
I was excited. I told you last night I had like a 400 calorie diet dinner that sucked shit.
Yes.
I was so mad. And then I made up the order last night because I was just hungry. And I sent it to you at like 11 p.m. I was like, what do you think of this? And you were like, it's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. But I was so excited to eat Popeyes. And then seeing it, I was like, these look like shit.
Yes.
When I walked in here.
Well, and we should also note that the food landed earlier than expected.
I landed later.
And you landed later as expected. And so it had been sitting for probably 40 minutes by the time you were eating.
We were at 11:30
already. Yeah, closer to 11:30.
Sus got there 10 minutes before I was 10 minutes late. That is the truth. I'm sorry. I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'm trying to get better.
I
what
was
do you
the
want from
latest.
me?
Don't worry, I beat you today.
Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Take some heat off of me for
Still
a
held
second.
up well. They're still crunchy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
They were still
still good,
crunchy.
Yeah.
Is it weird that Emma was just a little bit later than me and I ended up screaming at her in the hallway?
He tried to fire me. I told him he can't do that.
She pulled it back on me. I got scared. They were still, when I got in here, they were still crunchy. Honestly, they tasted good. They were good.
Yeah.
I think the wings are awesome.
They're little tiny guys. That is the truth.
Yeah, they're not the
small
biggest.
wings.
They're not the biggest wing. Among the sauces, I think that the roasted garlic parmesan was the one that we were all kind of like.
Is that the creamy one?
Yeah,
Too
the
the creamy one. It was an immediate no for me.
Yeah, I was
Sauce-wise.
not as into that one.
Yeah.
The sweet and spicy was one of the honey
like
barbecue
that
or
one.
sweet and spicy was a little too sweet for me. I don't know which one it was.
This
But
is another thing with them is that eating them all, I was like, these kind of all blended together. If
Yes.
we had a sixth one, I don't know if it would have mattered as much, but the spiciest one was the best one to me.
the hot was great. That was my
Yeah.
favorite. Also, the honey lemon pepper I thought was great.
That was pretty
good.
That was really yummy.
I was saying I ate Popeyes wings the last 2 days also just because I got excited.
Yes.
And I ate last night. I got the honey lemon peppers, and I ate one, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. But then by the time I finished the 6 count wings that I had gotten, I was like, no, this is one of the better flavors I've ever had for
Yeah.
a wing.
Yeah, it's heaven.
It's really special.
I loved
always,
it.
always like a blend of like if I'm like at Buffalo Wild Wings or something, I'll get like the hot barbecue. 'Cause
That's
I like,
really fun.
I like
yeah.
the spicy and the like
Spicy and a sweet.
Yeah, spicy and the sweet mix.
I thought that this place is we just did KFC that had a honey barbecue-ish right sauce, didn't it?
Yeah, we recorded that episode pretty recently, but that episode will have come out a lot earlier than this
It came out
episode.
today.
Yeah.
It came
Well, you
out
don't
today.
completely dox our timeline. It came out today as of this recording. The episode will come out
Our
later.
College Town episode came out today too. Give it a listen. There was a lot. There's,
That's true.
It's a big
lot of fun.
It's a big Doughboys day.
Seth Morris and Aaron Whitehead's podcast. It was a lot of fun to do.
As was your guys' podcast. It's a blast.
Thank you.
oh yeah.
Gotta
Which
get this.
I haven't done yet, but I will have done by the time this episode.
by the time
Yeah.
this comes out, you
Well,
will have.
Wait,
been.
how about this? Dude, you were so fucking funny on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are two
Yeah, y'all don't
really
know when this
funny
is coming
guests
out.
on our show.
Wow.
He's only attached right now. I hope fucking Walter Hauser snatches it from you.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I did just get a text.
You're out,
Walter
dude.
Hauser's going to actually be on the show. We'll bump you.
That's all right.
A promise of a future date.
Yeah. You get in there. I got you guys. Their honey barbecue from Popeyes is what I was gonna say was tasty.
Yeah, I like
and I
their
think so
barbecue
often
sauce.
barbecue is. I'm like a skeptic on barbecue sauce, and this one I was like, this is tasty.
I
at
think
least.
the thing with
It's a lot.
barbecue sauce at any sort of chain is nobody's taking a big swing with a barbecue sauce. They all kind of taste the same, especially if it's a honey barbecue. Feels like you're hitting like one note, and
Right,
everybody's playing the same note.
Yeah.
It's like if you're getting honey barbecue, it's going to taste the same as it did at every other restaurant. That's why I like that honey lemon pepper so much, is because it's not like you can't get that at Wingstop.
Yeah.
They don't put honey in there.
Yeah.
So the layer of honey is interesting to me.
Yeah.
I agree. It's good. I actually there was no flavor that I balked at. I funny because it's chicken.
Mitch, that is funny.
Thank you. Balked.
Yeah.
BALKED. And balked BOCK. The sound a chicken makes.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Just
it's
well
BOCK.
crafted.
Bach.
Bok.
There was a W in there.
Yeah.
Meow,
You
meow. This is the
spell it as
Cadbury commercial now.
Yeah. Could spell it with a W.
That's like the longest running commercial I feel like of ever made.
Yeah, you see one of those old commercials, and it's just like those shot in standard def. Is like, man, this is still on the air. That one, and then he does exist.
Yeah.
Oh, the
which
M&M's
one
commercial.
M&M's commercial. Which,
Where Santa comes in and they're like, he does. He's like, they do exist.
Mitch, you're
Is it
cleaning up
square?
on residuals with that one, right?
Yes, I shot that 1986 M&M's commercial. It had to be a little later than that, huh? Because it's the CGI M&M. So what is it,
yeah,
like
right.
1990?
Mid-90s,
It
I
was
guess.
probably mid-late 90s.
That the buck meow, the auditions for the, you know what I'm saying,
Oh, yeah.
the Cadbury
Yeah,
Bunny auditions. That one is like an 80s, a true 80s commercial. I love that they bring it back every year. But there was no sauce flavor that I thought was bad. Truly none of the wings didn't look good. It had everything working against it. They were tiny. They didn't look good, but it's just that sort of thing of, like you were saying, they know how to make chicken. So,
Yeah, sometimes you would look at it and you didn't know if it was like what are the two types of wings, the like two bone and the single bone?
Yes, a flat or a drum.
Yeah, you couldn't tell the difference between them sometimes.
Yeah.
You were just like, all right.
You
it's
just
just
bite
a-
in and you're like, well, all right. Yep, there's two in there.
Yeah, I cracked my tooth. That happened to me. I thought I ate a wing thinking it was a nugget. It was the unsauced wing.
Yeah.
And I hurt my tooth because it was. This is another thing. If you were like, I'm gonna get a 6-piece of these wings, get some more food because they're small.
6 pieces is not enough. You need at least a
they're
12
pretty
piece
small.
for a meal.
Yeah.
For one
for a
standard person.
human. Yeah.
For a human.
A human
But
needs.
you're gonna be getting some sides, right? What I'm getting Popeyes and not getting sides. Although
Okay.
Mackie, you were saying you just get the chicken.
For the purposes of this, I wanted to sort of give myself the clearest picture of what the wings were all about.
Yeah.
I didn't want
Purist.
to. I didn't want to like weight my thoughts because I love a mashed potato.
Sure.
If I'd eaten those mashed potatoes, it would have clouded my judgment a little bit.
Guess what? We got some left over. You can heat them up too after this.
A heated up mashed potato from like a KFC or Popeyes. It's actually pretty good.
It's one of the few fast food leftovers. Someone was giving me shit recently for saying you can't heat up any fast food leftovers. You're just done with them when you're done. And I think that right there is an example that you can
Was
heat them
this
up.
a listener?
No, it was a friend.
It was a friend,
but
okay.
yeah, who doesn't want to be associated with the podcast.
Didn't we
mashed
used to have
potatoes-
a whole segment that was the leftovers?
It was called the
leftovers,
leftovers, but it was. I think we just ate it straight out of the fridge, right? Sometimes we maybe heated it up. We got to bring that back. That
It's a good segment.
I mean, it was torture too because it sucked a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But my thing is Del Taco. I think you can reheat like a bean and cheese burrito.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
those if you like mac and cheese or mashed potatoes, I don't know. And maybe this is more real food, but I had the sides. the sides are great as always. Popeyes has good sides.
Yeah. Let's. Do you have the right?
Casey's fucking wrong.
I have the sides that you put in the order, Mitch. The large red beans and rice, which is an S tier fast food side, one of my favorite sides. Unfortunately, I can't eat anymore because I believe there is pork in the base. And then they also was mashed potatoes and gravy. How were those sides hitting for you?
I took 2 spoonfuls of them and they were great. The mashed potatoes still hot, nice and hot in that container.
Did you have any because Susser showed up? Did you have any of Susser's mac and cheese that he ordered?
No, he didn't offer me any. And he also texted me the food's gone when he got here 10 minutes before me and then texted me food's gone, and I was like, this is like a sus troll, but like also I do believe he could have just eaten. Like there is a world where he could have eaten like the wings for me. You know what I mean?
Right,
like that could have happened.
Totally plausible.
But no, I didn't have the mac and cheese, which I wonder now, have I had Popeyes mac and cheese?
I've had it. Yeah,
had to have had, yeah. But I think that mashed potatoes and the red beans and rice are great.
I usually treat mashed potatoes almost like a dip in sauce with chicken.
I like
I do that too usually.
I like this.
No, that's a lot of fun. But we should talk about your dipping a little bit because you mentioned you're a sauce guy. So you talked about something that I was like on board with at first, and then you just took it a step too far. Which is
that is 80% of Dave's opinions. Like actually, he'll start talking, he'll be like, oh yeah, and then he'll keep talking, he'll be like, wait, hang on.
So you'll go to Wendy's, you'll get yourself a Frosty, and like a lot of us do, you'll maybe dip a fry in there,
correct.
And then you're like,
I'm already out at this point. I don't need.
Yeah, it's fine if you don't.
I
I like the savory and sweet mix. I like salty and sweet. So I'm with you this far. Then you're like, you put like a spicy chicken nugget in there. I'm like, okay, but you're talking about taking like a Dave's double. You take a burger and you will dip it in a Frosty
with lettuce on it.
No. So you take all that off. You take the tomato off.
By the way, it looked like Emma was about to just leave.
No, you got to get clean burger. You don't get, don't get lettuce.
That's what the boys on this couch do. Just so you know.
No lettuce anywhere. You can't get lettuce anywhere or tomato. Take that shit off. If you're going to Wendy's, you're not going there for
leave the produce lettuce at the grocery store.
Thank
dude.
you, sir.
You're getting meat and cheese and possibly condiments.
Yeah, because lettuce and tomato in a Frosty does sound gross, but like a plain just like hamburger is great. I was at Wendy's last week, and my Wendy's order is $25 because I get the double burger and I get large fries, I get spicy nuggets, and a large Frosty, and everything's going in the Frosty.
Wow!
And when you can't dip the burger in the Frosty, that's where that spoon comes in. So you take a bite, you do the spoon, you mix it up in your mouth.
That's horrifying.
I agree.
That's horrifying.
It's also just the idea of it is horrifying, but seeing it happen feels so wrong.
Yeah.
Like sitting in
I
a Wendy's. We were dining in at a Wendy's, and I don't even remember. It was when we were taking photos for our art. We went to Wendy's afterwards. We both got crazy meals. I ate mine like a normal human being, and Dave like took a bite of the burger and then like used the mouth hole that he had created in the burger as a spoon and like scooped a chunk out and then like took a huge bite, like Frosty on the lips, like just like
beard, Frosty all in the beard.
And then you're like looking at him and he just doesn't register that it's weird at all.
Wow. And I think I have like like permanent cotton mouth or something. Like I don't juice up enough in my mouth to like
Are you dehydrated?
to get the flavors. So like I like taking a sip of something is a part of eating to me. I do it with everything. Like if I'm eating, like I have
You're
a Coke,
eating that can of Coke.
Like I'll have a Coke with specifically with like Fat Sal's with my sandwich. I gotta have a cherry Coke little snooter to put it all together, and that goes with everything.
I mean, I think that this is disgusting. This Frosty specifically. Yeah. I think Dave Thomas, a very nice man, if he came back from the dead and heard about this, he'd be like, "Fuck you." I think he'd be upset with it.
But if I'm at Carl's Jr., I'll do it with like an Oreo shake with a burger.
What kind of burger?
Man,
just like a Big Carl.
Arguably even grosser.
But no veggies on the Big Carl.
No, get that lettuce off. It's always slimy.
I gotta say, I'm hearing all this. The no veggies aspect. I might be back in.
Right?
I might give this a try.
Because it's just salty
Yeah,
meat.
Fucking
and stuff.
exactly,
freak
yeah.
So
couch.
I don't
It's
know,
a
I might
freak
try it.
couch.
Couch regular. Also, can I just point out? Can I point out? Dave does this thing also that I think is the funniest thing in the world. He just said snooter, and we all nodded like we knew what he was
Yes,
talking
right,
about.
right.
He's the only person I know who can make up a word that it exactly sounds like what he means, but you've never heard it before.
It
He
did feel
does
like
it
I
all
was
the
in a
time.
scene from Joe Dirt or
Yeah.
something. For a
But you're
moment.
like, but you weren't like, I don't know what you mean. When he
Right,
says,
right.
I took
No,
a little
made total
snooter,
sense.
you're like, oh yeah, a little sip.
Or if you like snorg a meal down, you know what that
Snorging.
means.
I get it.
Yeah, your brain just like is like, no. Yeah, that word makes sense for what he
It's
means.
like action onomatopoeia. Is that right?
yeah.
Did that make sense?
No, I totally got it.
That did make sense.
did.
You got that right?
You got it right.
well, right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a right because you're making it
I'm
up.
not good
but
with
yeah.
pulling words a lot of times. So
No, you're
that's
doing
probably
great.
where it is. It's
Well,
a replacement for
You can get on this
Right.
couch with me for that.
Okay.
You can go over there for the
yeah, words don't penetrate my mouth like
like this guy.
yeah.
Dr. Dictionary. That's what I call him. Guy loves words.
Linguistics is descriptive, not prescriptive. You say snorg and we get what you mean. We
Yeah.
say snooter and you get what you mean. Then you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Your meaning
Thanks.
comes
See,
across.
You're actually an advanced communicator.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we also had the strawberry biscuit. Nothing wrong with those biscuits.
It was
Look-
a fun. It wasn't like the world's best biscuit,
Yeah,
but it
but
was
they-
fun.
they-
It was
I-
fun. There was strawberry in it.
Yeah, it's fun to try.
already.
I ordered all the specialties. In the strawberry biscuits, I probably should have gotten us regular biscuits just as a, what is it
control
called?
group?
Control group.
But we've had the regular biscuits. I like the
Popeyes biscuits are pretty good.
They're
I think if you do fried chicken, you kind of have to have a good biscuit.
Yes.
Otherwise, just get out of the game because I think it's the most important side.
I think it's a different build. The strawberry one's a different build than the regular biscuit because this felt like more processed than like a fresh biscuit.
For
Yeah.
sure. It felt like
But
it
I gotta
arrived
say-
in the store like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It was not bad.
It
Yeah,
wasn't bad.
I liked it.
It felt like the desserts. Did y'all ever work in restaurants?
No.
I worked at Ruby Tuesday, and it's like, oh,
Wow.
people order like.
This is a huge
We've
reveal.
never covered Ruby Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all through college I waited tables at Ruby Tuesday, and then I bus tables at O'Charlie's in high school.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. But like when people are like, "Ooh, let's get dessert," and you're like, "Cool," and they see the picture, and then you pull it out of like the freezer, and it's
Right.
the shittiest like frozen
It's literally
cake
just like shrink
thing
wrap
that
or
you like
something.
microwave
Yeah.
and then bring that out, and it blows everybody's mind. The biscuit felt like that version of it. Like they
Sure.
make biscuits, but these biscuits come from a place.
Bearing the lead here. By
Can
the way,
I
with
also?
those
I have a
restaurants.
question. I had someone. I used to work at a restaurant, also like a
Wow.
fast casual
Wow.
kind of like small North Carolina chain.
Got it.
And
What was it
Can
called?
you say
it's
it?
called Andy's Cheesesteaks and Cheeseburgers. It's since
Wow.
rebranded as Route 55 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but our manager used to be like, I used to work at Applebee's. They microwave all the food, and I was like, I think you're just like saying that to like for no reason because they don't
microwave
microwave
the
all the
steaks.
food.
Yeah.
And like Ruby Tuesday, they don't like microwave the food.
No,
right?
no,
okay.
no.
Okay,
Yeah.
take that, Mike.
Yeah.
No, they'll have like a grill. They'll have like a grill and a flat top and a deep fryer and everything. They
Yeah,
got like
yeah,
a full
yeah.
kitchen.
Okay.
But there is some stuff that's made from frozen.
Oh yeah.
And I
By the
know
way,
Olive Garden is pretty notorious
The
for having a lot of
rebrand
frozen
to
dishes.
Route 55, pretty shitty name.
Yeah.
11 less than 66, I guess is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yes, so.
Yeah.
Is that an actual route?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Is it even a root?
Yeah, I don't think
Not
it's
a
a
root.
I don't even
I'm
think that's a
out.
root.
Yeah, I don't think that's a freaking route.
Yeah.
I'm just adjusting. I'm not getting up.
Okay. You're walking out on that too.
Okay, Yusong has replied.
Wow.
I texted him, "You still eating Chipotle these days?" He replied, "Does the sun still rise in the east?"
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Okay.
I asked, "Do you think it's
does.
fallen off, and what's your standard order?" Yusong, honestly, I don't get it as much anymore, so maybe it has a little bit. Standard order: bowl/burrito with chicken, pinto beans, white rice, fajita veggies, mild salsa, guac if I'm being bad, and then a devil emoji. Wish I could get cheese, but try to play it safe with lactose intolerance.
Guac is
Thanks, Yusong.
being bad?
I like it.
Is guac being bad?
I-
though?
it's just
You're adding some
it's
extra
all fat.
calories.
it's fatty.
It's all
yeah.
fat.
Oh,
It's all fat.
He's
But
also
it's
having fun.
Healthy fat.
I would that's a vegetable to me.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
so that's healthy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cheese and sour cream to me feel more bad.
Yeah.
but
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
But no,
bad.
but that's the thing. He's not getting those anyway. So this
Yeah.
is his version of that treat.
How can you not get
Mm.
the
It
sour
also
cream?
costs extra, right? So
It
like,
does
it's all
co-
bad for
Yeah.
your wallet.
Emma, that's it. You're
It's
right.
money
Didn't
back.
consider
I
the
feel
economic
like that's more
side.
what Yusong means by being bad.
You're absolutely right. It is.
Yusung also weighs like 1/8 of what I weigh, so I don't know what. the sour. I need the sour cream from Chipotle. It's. I mean, I think it's like the most delicious sour cream in all of fast food. You're typing to you, Song?
Yeah, I'm typing it back real quick while you're talking.
I liked it. I like that you were looking at me and you were typing. It was
well,
funny.
I'm engaged with what you're saying.
I like that sour cream, and I think you do
good.
too.
I do like it.
It's a nice white, milky. It's a good sour cream.
Yeah.
It looks like glue.
Yeah.
I
love that sour cream. It looks like glue.
I like how it fights to mix with the barbacoa juice because it's oily.
Yes, right.
That's
Separates
fun.
a little bit.
That's fun. Because I only get meat, cheese, and sour cream on my tacos too.
And a little crunch.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No lettuce,
Mackey.
none of that crap. None of that crap.
Crunch is fun.
Yeah.
Crunch is
I
fun.
think
Sorry,
Crunch
Mackey.
is
Speaking for
fun.
myself.
Crunch is fun.
Stop
All right.
being something you're not.
I thought the strawberry biscuits were good, but they're desserty, of course, which I should have known that.
They're
coming
probably
into
better
it.
microwaved because they have like strawberry and like the like
a little glaze
frosting
on there.
on it. They're probably real good heated up.
And I think they come warm, but I think probably by the time we had them, were cool. And then there was another strawberry dessert, Wags. I don't know if you took a bite of it.
I did take a bite of it. This was the strawberry cheesecake cup.
Yeah.
So I think this was just thoroughly unnecessary. They don't need to have this on their menu.
You know what, though? I gotta say,
Cheesecake at cup.
I
is
just
a funny
think I
way
was
to
saying it
serve
when we were
cheesecake.
in there. I was just like, there's something about just calling your dessert a cup. It's
yes.
very funny to me.
Yeah.
look, people are on the go. They got to eat this in the car. I get it. I gotta say this. I thought we just ate at KFC, like we have said, and in the last few weeks, like the shitty chain desserts that we've had, this tasted good. You know what I mean? It wasn't. The taste of it was good.
It was fine, yeah.
It's sure superfluous. How's that, Dr. Dictionary? but still, like,
I'm not coming at you.
I know, it was fucking back off though. But I still thought that everything I ate today, everything I took a bite of, and like you said, it was 30 minutes late when I was trying it, 40 minutes maybe for me. Still all the bites were good. I didn't have a bite that I took that I was like, this is not a good flavor. I don't like this taste in my mouth. And finally, the mango lemonade, which has haunted me, it keeps coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I try to get rid of it. It's just it just feels like a sugar bomb.
Way too sweet for me.
But I still think
didn't
it
like
tasted all right. You didn't like
love
it. It was
it.
It's like being in
over
the
top.
back of Ruby Tuesday when they're making like sweet tea and you see how much sugar.
Oh, man.
Where it's just like the scooper is like one of those things that you put lettuce in a salad bar.
Wow.
That's like how much of like one thing. It's like a pound of sugar
That was
for a
that
thing
was
of
a real
sweet
shocking
tea.
thing for me working at a restaurant. Was also the same thing with coleslaw. Our coleslaw at the place, it was literally like it had to be like 2 pounds of sugar that go into like one batch.
Coleslaw?
Yeah,
That's wild.
because we made it. Look, we made it fresh. We put mayo in and then added sugar instead of doing what they would call a dressing.
Sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
The best cheesecake dessert? Fat Sal's. You had their shake?
Oh,
They put
yeah.
a whole slice of cheesecake in their shake.
Yeah, I've not had that.
whole
I've not had
slice.
the cheesecake shake there.
A whole slice.
Yeah, it's wild.
I just spent so much time. Ugh. I was gonna say, you know who would have liked that Ruby Tuesday thing? And then I was like, System of a Down is the answer. But I was like, who's that group? Remember when they go, sugar? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh boy.
And I realized
That is truly the funniest leap I've ever heard anyone make.
Just,
Like that is actually the funniest
Did
leap
they
I've
say
ever
that?
seen happen. Yeah, they have a
This-
whole song
this-
called Sugar.
Like sugar, yeah.
Just a road as long as the Oregon Trail to that joke.
That is so funny.
You know what I love that? System of a Down.
Oh man, that's funny.
Anyways, that's what I was doing over here.
Yeah, it was good.
And now I gotta go back on the webpage to get back to Sexy Grunty too later.
We should also touch on. I don't know if we've really talked about the nuggets, which I like the nuggets, but I just get the wings instead of the nuggets. I guess they're for
the
kids.
tenders. I
Or for the
guess you know what I mean.
yeah.
Like they are,
or just
they're
bone-in chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're like chopped up tenders, is what it
Yeah.
seemed like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
little too breaded.
in general. I like the bone always.
Yeah, me too.
Because there's something about like getting rid of the bone that like changes the experience completely for me.
Mhm.
So like a nugget, I'm kind of whatever on, or like a even boneless. I don't typically go boneless.
This is where Mitch and I
like
are split
bones.
because Mitch likes boneless. I like bone in.
I don't like bones.
To be
We should
clear,
switch couches.
Yeah. Keep switching?
Yeah.
to be clear, I like buffalo wings.
Yeah, sure.
And I like
But you
bone-in
prefer
chicken.
you prefer a boneless given the option.
I would rather
generally.
dip a boneless in a bunch of sauce than have to like find the bites on the thing and like
And I
do the
get
work,
that.
you know?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you guys are always like,
yeah, you're like finding it and stuff. Boneless, you just
yeah.
candy apple it and put it right in, you know?
That's also in Quincy. I told you there are good boneless buffalo chicken, and you were like, I've never liked boneless buffalo chicken like regular wings, and I was like, I can show you good places.
Yeah,
because I feel like there's like they out here it's just like chicken tenders in buffalo sauce,
Right.
and there it's different. I promise you, it's a little bit different.
I believe you, but also like it's not like, it's again. I think the authentic version is a bone-in wing.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. I'm not going to argue that. Yeah, I agree.
It's
with
not
that.
worth. It's not worth discussing. I mean, the sun's gonna overtake the earth at some point.
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna be able to eat chicken anymore anyway. So like, who gives a shit?
None of
about
this, you won't even be able to
Yeah.
find any of this.
Yeah. You won't even be able to find a chicken anymore.
I will say the unsauced wing in the blackened ranch, like digging in that sauce, was like as good as any of the sauce.
I was gonna say even just the no sauce wing.
Yeah.
I just ate one plain because I was like, let's just see. I thought it was incredible.
great. It's really good.
Yeah.
It looks like it has everything going against it: the look, the size, and then but the taste. The taste, it works. You think you're gonna get like an overly breaded wing that slides off the bone, kind of similar, not like Domino's, but there's like other fast food wings.
Yes.
There's like, they're just heavily breaded and they suck.
Yeah.
And these look like that, but they don't taste like that. They taste like good Popeyes chicken. They did it. Well, I say
did
did
it.
it.
They did
They
it.
did it again.
I was buried in my
Casey?
notes for a second here. Yeah, Casey, you're very wrong, unfortunately. I'm buried in my notes here because I wanted to make sure we got to everything. And Mitch, we didn't touch on the chicken sandwich, right? Did you talk about your
I did
classic
not.
bacon and cheese chicken sandwich, which is you still have
This guy?
to the right of you?
Sus got a chicken sandwich. Did you guys get a chicken sandwich? Oh, you had your flounder sandwich.
I had
Oh,
my-
we didn't talk about the flounder sandwich either.
my
Yes.
spicy flounder sandwich, which when I was looking through the menu, I was like, oh, I'll look through. And it's the only time in a fast food restaurant I've seen them name the fish.
Right.
They said, this is flounder.
Yes.
And to me, I was like, so that's good. That's quality. They got a flounder guy.
They can't hide behind just
You know?
fish.
No.
Yeah.
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 They got a
They
flounder
got a
guy.
flounder guy.
They got a flounder guy. They get the flounder from the flounder guy, and they make flounder sandwiches. Like McDonald's and things that just say fish sandwich to me makes me think of like hot dogs or cat food or something where it's just like whatever leavings. It's fish leavings. They repress it like the rib McRib.
Yeah.
They make it look like a rib. They make it look like fish again.
Yeah.
And then sell
But
it.
they don't even make it look like fish again. Like no fish sandwich I've ever seen looks like a fish.
Sometimes it's got the layers to it, you know. But this was flounder.
Yeah.
And
Not some unnamed bottom feeder. This is a real fish that you would order at a restaurant.
yeah, and it was good.
I also don't think
it
by the way, I don't think I like a fish sandwich that like like they made it look like it has a tail.
It's got eyes still and
They
mouth.
press it to look like a.
We
an
even
actual
added
fish.
bones.
You offered me a bite of that flounder sandwich. I think I was the only one who took you up on it.
Yeah, no
I liked
way.
it quite a bit. I
It
thought it was
was
really
good.
yummy.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
And it was plain too. Like I don't like pickles, so like it was just flounder and bread, and good.
I don't know.
I
It's
had
just
the fish tacos from Del Taco. I don't even know if there's fish in it. It looked like a nickel's worth of a slice of fish in it, and I thought I'd probably gonna get
a little
sick.
like snurf of fish or something like that.
yeah.
See, it didn't work. We all clocked that as
know,
fake,
yeah,
right?
I didn't know what you meant by
What
that.
the
I
fuck,
couldn't pick
Snurf?
up.
What the fuck is he talking about?
But yeah, it's solid fish.
Yeah.
I'd get that again.
I would get that again for sure.
I just
Yeah.
took a bite of that, which maybe was just a little too late to take a bite of it.
Sure.
Can you do buffalo fish stuff?
Of course.
You can do like a
I mean,
buffalo fish
I'm
sandwich
saying
or
you're
like a,
allowed.
That might be, that
Who's
might be
gonna
a
stop you?
substitution. I think their sandwich just like it comes in a spicy or a unspicy varietal, but I don't know if there's a way to
why
just
don't they
get
have
it
like
sauced.
barbecue fish and stuff? Like just cover that in
think
sauce.
I
it's
don't know.
alright.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
You can do it.
I like
Yeah,
good
the
fish.
spicy one does not have a sauce on the patty. It just has a crispy, spicy coating and then a spicy mayo.
I like a good fish sandwich. I didn't have a bite of that one. I didn't know Popeyes did this, but it's a chicken sandwich with cheese and bacon on it. Is it Swiss and bacon?
I'll look it
I
up.
would say probably a Swiss. Probably.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be a Swiss.
It seems like it'd be a
sandwich.
Swiss.
Seems like
Please,
a Swiss situation.
Probably a Swiss.
My
that
thought
would be
is
my guess.
that it
Let's see
is-
if we can get confirmation on whether or not it's a Swiss.
Once again, I'm gonna pull out the word of the day: superfluous.
No.
Fuck, I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
Everyone
Superfluous.
is everyone's. I'll say this: it's not Swiss. Does anyone want to take another guess?
I would say provolone would be the only other.
That's a great
a
guess.
white cheese. I don't know. It's a white cheese.
Any other guesses?
American.
God, I guess I'm fucking.
Oh,
Yeah. Wagner just let you know you are wrong.
No, I'm not saying if anyone's wrong or right. I just want to see if everyone's saying. Mitch, you want to take a guess? We got like a white American. We got a provolone.
I'm gonna go with mozzarella.
It is Havarti.
Wow.
Surprising choice. I do like
Oh.
Havarti, but I would not think of a Havarti from a Popeye.
I bet they
Yeah.
get that from their flounder guy.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
They got to connect. I got flounders and I got Havartis. What do you need?
I got a flounders. I got a Havarti. Which one do you want?
You want
Both?
both?
Hold on a second.
Whoa.
I ain't never done both for one client before.
I mean, the chicken sandwich from Popeyes is good.
It's
We
good.
can all agree, except for Casey, that it's good. The spicy chicken sandwich also good. I think that they are, they're the ones that brought the craze on,
Yes.
and kind of the only ones who have
a good
other
slogan.
places brought
Bring
the
the
craze.
craze on.
Yeah.
I mean, the world went crazy.
It
for
is so interesting when that happened because it's like there were so many chicken sandwiches already, but then
Yeah.
they jumped in and it was just like,
It was a much better execution, and then
Yeah.
everyone cloned specifically what they are doing, which itself is its own clone of the Chick-fil-A concept.
Yeah.
And then so now, like every single chain, like Burger King, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, they all have some version of it. McDonald's has a version. Some chains that had no business making a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
And they were all just like, why are we all doing this? And then it's also
Some of
just
them
like
have to have gone away at this point, right?
some of them have to have gone away,
Like
but
hot
it's also
chicken places.
What's that?
Like hot chicken places.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I think so. I think
I'm
that's
saying like
its own
some of them
thing.
make
Oh.
like whatever the Burger King, McDonald's, all those like fancy chicken sandwiches. Are they still around?
they've like
Are-
gone back to their like standard.
I feel like some
Yeah.
of them.
I
had to
stopped
have gotten
eating
rid of
Some of them are
Burger
gone.
King chicken sandwiches because of what Casey was saying about Popeyes. Had a real tough like freezer burn,
Oh man,
like
did you get
real hard.
the King though, or did you get the Long Boy? Was it
The King or the long boy?
Like,
oh,
they had the
just the
chicken, which
regular
is
like
the
regular
breast.
one. Yeah.
And it was freezer burn like 3 times in a row.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Mike has found a little plastic bag in his Long Boy Burger
That's a
King.
bummer.
It was
Plastic
like
bag.
it was like
In the Long Boy?
It was like from like yeah.
I remember thinking the long boy was so cool though when I was a kid.
I loved it.
Holding one end
Yeah.
and the bun flops down on the back, and you're
It's
just
the
like,
best. It's great.
this is unlike any other sandwich I've ever had.
Yeah,
I've never had a bad experience with that sandwich,
Yeah.
but obviously people's experiences will vary.
I love it too. I've never had a bad experience, but
Yeah, I believe you, David.
I believe you. We
Yeah.
believe you.
I
Thank
believe
you.
you.
Thank you.
Micus, you'd be full of shit.
Look, you go ahead
Sorry,
and
Micus.
you go ahead and mess with Micus. I'm not gonna fucking.
Micus is gonna cave my skull in. Send him Quincy. Yeah, while you got brained at a bar.
And it's just me sitting there going, laughing as Micus kills you. The chicken sandwich is great still. I mean, like,
It's
they
great.
still do a good job. I think that you don't need to put, that word I was going to say,
Superfluous.
it's just superfluous.
You don't need that to. And another word that I might say, ungapachka.
That's right.
You don't need all of those elements on
It's,
there.
it's a little ungapachka. It is.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I got some self-care non-negotiables. I never skip leg day, and I never skip therapy day. When your schedule is packed with kids' activities, big work projects, and more, it's easy to let your priorities slip. Even when we know it makes us happy, it's hard to make time for it. But when you feel like you have no time for yourself, non-negotiables like therapy are more important than ever. Hey, I've benefited from therapy. My experience is it's just made me feel better about myself, made me more comfortable interacting with others, helped me sleep better. And it's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it's not just for those who have experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/doughboys today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/doughboys. Hey, buddy, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Doughboys Live, Sunday, September 29th. Mitch and I will be at Toronto's Danforth Music Hall reviewing Canadian institution Tim Hortons with our guests. This is really something. Stephanie Beatriz and Alana Johnston. Wow! What a lineup. And a surprise guest or two. There'll be at least one. Weiger, Mitchell, Beatriz, The Knife, and, at long last, a canonical fork score for Tim's. Love it or hate it? You're going to find out if we love it or hate it too. Be there. If your side's split, you can get patched up by the greatest healthcare system in the world. Tickets at birdfuck.com.
We should get to our final thoughts on Popeyes. So, Dave, Mackey, here's how this will work. We'll each go around. We'll give a closing argument, if you will. And at the end of that, give this a score from 0 to 5 forks.
Can I ask Mackey a quick question?
Yeah, please.
In high school, was it annoying that there was Mr. Mackey with South Park? Like, was that like did you like?
Oh, that's a
have
great
to hear
question.
Hey, children, did people do, you know what I mean?
This might be hard to believe, but I'm from like such a small town that people didn't consume media. So
Wow.
a lot of the kids in my school did not watch TV.
Wow.
They just hunted and were outside.
Damn.
So I didn't deal with it a lot in high school.
Yeah.
But through the years, I've had a lot of people ask
Dipshits
the
like me.
question, being like, "Did people make fun of you in high school?" for it?"
Yeah.
So, no, but
Wow.
no, it wasn't that bad.
I got Bitchel a lot, as you know.
Yeah.
I've told
Bitchel?
you that. Yeah. Mitchell rhymes with Bitchel.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. But
I got
what's-
Nickelodeon. And then I also got Weiger uppercut from
Oh,
Street Fighter.
that's clever,
That's a fun
actually.
one.
Yeah.
That's a fun. I just
you
got
give
Duke.
yourself the second one. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, I didn't come up with it. Other kids were doing it. Yeah.
I got
Thailand.
I got Mackie Mouse a lot, which was a weird
Mackie
one.
Mouse. That is interesting.
It didn't hurt at all.
Mm. Yeah, that's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
I got Doo-Doo Brown and Downtown Brown. Those are
Both kind of fun.
Yeah.
Doo-Doo is funner, I guess.
Yeah.
Was the Nick was like your dream was to work at Nickelodeon?
I hope I meet Dan Schneider someday. Dave Brown, seated to my right.
Me first?
Your thoughts,
That's
your
your first,
fork
Dave.
score on Popeyes.
But
Don't crack under pressure.
and it's
tough.
fast food, ones.
Don't crack.
The
Right, Wags?
It was
Don't
cooked great.
crack.
The chicken's cooked great. The breading is great. I liked all the sauces. They could have been a little prettier.
Mhm.
They
Sure.
could have been slightly bigger.
You could have
'Cause
had
there was
that-
a little
the
bit of, like,
Gruntilda
mouse and
glow
maybe.
up, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think overall, compared to others, I'll give it a 4.5.
Wow,
forks.
4.5 forks.
Yeah.
2 times, 4.5
If it
forks.
just would have
Very
been
good
prettier
score.
and there would have been stickers for the sauces,
That would have gone a long way.
that'd have gone a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Mackie, your thoughts, your fork
Congrats, you
score.
didn't
4.5
crack.
is a
See,
baseline.
It's tough.
Good job not cracking.
Good job not cracking.
Yeah, pressure's off me now. You've done it.
No, you can't crack it.
okay?
Got his ass.
I like it. It sucks for the things that I didn't like about it to be like things that didn't affect the taste. Yeah, it's it's more so. Yeah, I think the presentation's a little bit crazy. You open the little tin and you're just like, this got out of there. This is your quality control. But the flavor's so good. The texture's so good. Another thing I haven't mentioned yet, what I really like, I guess the way that they cook chicken, the gristly parts on the ends, you can kind of just eat them.
Yeah.
They kind of just go away. They don't turn. They're not scary. Is I guess what I'll say, which I really liked. And I wasn't a huge fan of the garlic parmesan sauce. It was a little too creamy for me. I'm not a creamy sauce guy. So I'll take off a little bit because one of the flavors was not great. But I think I'm not to just copy you, but I think I'm also in a 4.5 forks zone.
Wow, 4.5 forks.
Yeah, I really, really like them, and I'm a wings guy.
Yeah, we're solidly in Golden Plate Club territory. Spoonman, what do you think on this outing?
Well, shit, I'm gonna crack. Congrats on not cracking. Good job not cracking. That's me.
Come on, bitch.
Nice. Got him.
Fucking lame ass wasn't in marching band.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hasn't even played Baldur's Gate 3. Fucking dork.
Pick up a trumpet. Come on, dude.
I dare you.
But I was in show chorus, Wags.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
That's cooler.
That counts.
That's cooler than us.
That counts as band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close. Up until high school, 6th through 8th grade, I was show chorus. Then I was afraid to get made fun of, which has lasted till this day.
He's cracking. He can't get to it.
I'm cracking.
He's talking about anything else. He's going to start talking about Baldur's Gate right now. You know what? Tell me more about your character.
Popeye has a saying. I am who I am. You know, he says that.
Yeah. I think it's I am what I am, but it's either way.
All right, whatever. I am what I am.
It might be who I am. I don't know why I corrected you.
I am. Well, look it up.
I'll look it up.
I am what I am. I thought it was I am who I am.
I think it's I am what I am, and that's all that I am, right?
Is that it? That
think
sounds
that's
right.
Popeye, I am what? Well, this is bringing up I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. That's not what I'm looking for.
That's not what we need. We don't need that quote.
It's I am what I am.
I am what I am.
Yeah.
I think I was close, right?
You were. You just said who instead of what.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I am what I am.
I am what I am.
And at this point, Popeye's the restaurant. Wags, we've had it 5 times. We were finding out.
It's true.
Today, earlier, I was saying that we should eat it more, and it turns out we've been there 5 times.
Yes, for the podcast.
I'm very happy to go back with our guests. Popeyes at this point, it is what it is, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's a 5-fork restaurant.
Wow.
I do, but hold on.
Okay.
I thought the wings are very good, and for fast food wings, man. Because I was going to say the wings are 4, the restaurant's a 5, right in the middle, 4.5 total score for the day. And I think that's what I'll do. But
wow.
I honestly think the wings might be better than a 4. They might be like 4.25 to 4.5. They're tiny. The presentation isn't great. They didn't have stickers on these
First thing you
ones.
said was, these look like shit.
Yeah, I mean, they did look like shit. And everyone immediately was like, no, you're wrong. Everyone was like, you were wrong. I think Sus stood up.
Yeah,
I think Susser stood up
he
to me.
He did stand up.
He stood up. And it was very aggressive.
He threw his mac and cheese in your face.
That's why he didn't offer me any later. But they were, besides the look of them, they tasted really good, Wags. I think this is it's a 5-fork restaurant. 4 to 4.5 for the wings. I'll just say 4.25 for the wings, and I'll give 4.5 for the day.
Wow, 4 forks, 2 tines, all around.
I cracked.
It falls to me.
And you're gonna crack too.
I might crack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to.
Which, by the way, if he cracks, get down.
Can we swap couches now?
I'm not gonna crack. But I am going to go back to our engineer, Casey. Casey, if you were going to rate this chain based off of your 3 prior experiences, I can't imagine you would go above 2 forks. You might even be in 1 fork territory.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know how you go to McDonald's and sometimes it's like the worst thing you've ever eaten?
Yes, yeah.
But sometimes it's the best thing you've ever eaten.
Mm.
My experience with Popeyes is it's the worst version of it every time.
Wow.
So I'm kind of jealous. I wish I was on this order now because it sounds like it was hitting today.
It was great.
But where I stand is it's a 0 forker.
So Casey goes
the
0
moment for me.
You just made our guests' eyes go cross.
Whoa! Casey goes 0 forks.
0 forker.
That's
When was the last? How many years ago was the last time you had it?
Last time I tried it, it was within the year, like maybe 6 months ago.
Wow.
But it was like a late night thing. Maybe not the best version, but best time to be eating it.
What do you
Popeyes, it
remember
was
what you
spelled
ordered?
the same.
Yeah.
It wasn't something else. There wasn't a U in it, and it was like dog meat.
Yeah.
Popeyes.
It's like the tail of the pup thing we were talking about earlier. Maybe you were eating dog shit.
Did you go to the dog shit cafe? Is that what happened?
You know what? I think I went to dog shit.
Yeah.
Cafe, yeah.
There is a dog shit cafe right next door to Popeyes.
That's probably
that's what it
yeah.
You and I eat there all the time. We like
I'm there all the time. I like it. I like dog
We think
shit.
we think Dog Shit Cafe is a 5-fork restaurant, by the way.
I wish we didn't know that was an option. I would have picked that for the show. I've always been interested.
So we start off with the dog shit.
Yeah.
What do you think of it, Wags? I thought it was a little dry.
Yeah. I would have preferred wetter dog shit. I liked how chunky it was.
The soup was great. A little wormy. It was a little wormy, but
The worms were an interesting texture.
It was.
They
It
were,
The worms were interesting. I wasn't expecting those. I don't know if they were supposed to be in there, but I liked them.
No, they were. They were.
Okay.
That made me close to gag.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Maybe the most disgusting thing that's ever been said on the podcast.
It's up there.
It's good to say that stuff on a food podcast.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I loved it. Casey goes zero.
It's a possibility that you like cause one of our listeners to like swerve in traffic and die.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I'm gonna get sued.
There's like a huge guy that he can't get out of a car right now. They're just gonna bury him in his car.
Just vomiting on himself. Oh.
Casey goes 0 forks. Susser, as he was leaving, comes up to me and is like, "It's 5 forks. What are we doing here?" Like he's like kind of like almost like incensed. He was so like this is
Why
so
even
clearly-
why do we
I
even
was like-
record?
Oh, I was like, what are you doing here? Getting mad? What are we doing here? We're gonna record the podcast. What are you doing?
It was our job. You just came by for a free lunch.
Why do I even do this show?
Casey, a constant presence on the show, as is Emma. So Emma, where would you land fork-wise?
Honestly, it's been a long time since I had Popeyes, so I don't know if I can give like a fair full score.
Yeah.
I do know I loved the chicken sandwich when it came out. I had a great time with that. It's just a good, simple chicken sandwich. So I'm probably gonna go 4 forks. Sorry, Casey.
There's another person who is involved with the show, but in a behind-the-scenes capacity, and is not often brought up here on the Doughboys
Not here,
podcast.
Dave.
Mm-hmm.
They're not behind.
Not behind
Literally
the
behind.
Checking.
That'd be a hell of a surprise, though.
Yeah.
We stashed a guy back there.
3 forks.
That's like in wrestling when someone's like under the ring
Yeah.
for so long. I guess like if they have the lights go out, sometimes they can sneak in, right?
Yeah.
It's like the other way they do it. But are people just hanging out under that
I think
ring?
so.
The whole
Sometimes
show?
there's a little, not the whole show.
Oh.
It'll be like in a break. They'll push him out in like a little fake little cart,
Oh, okay.
and then they'll
Oh, like
go into
Taylor
the ring.
Swift.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift in the broom closet.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I did a show with our buddy Dave Christensen years ago, and he was like there was a present that was just on stage the whole time. I don't remember if it was a Christmas show or whatever it was. It might have been a Valentine's Day thing. And there was just like a big oversized box, but it just looked like stage dressing. And he was hunched inside there for the entire like 90-minute show.
Ooh.
And then at the very end of the show, he popped out and then chased me around, and like that was like the end of the show. And it was like, first off, it was like incredible, the audience response. But then afterwards, just like the commitment of like, I can't believe you did that for the whole show.
People who have that level of commitment to things like that, I'm just like, more power to you, but I think don't do that.
Just hot stage lights, just cooking that box.
I think it's
for
an
an
okay thing
hour.
to do when you're like 25.
Right,
When
yeah.
you reach a certain point, just like,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But a shout out to Dave if you're listening out there, and as he sometimes does. Great dude, very funny dude.
Shout out.
Stage dressing got me hungry when you said stage dressing.
No, the behind the scenes.
Stage dress.
What were we gonna say?
Nathan Barnett did that for What's Going On.
That's right. Yeah,
He was in the rafters, and they were doing a bit, this talk show that they know, people who listen to the podcast know this.
Yeah.
I did a talk show where I didn't know what was going to happen,
Yeah.
and Nathan Barnett was
Unlike Doughboys, where you're always completely prepped.
Nathan was there was a bit on like this wheel of bits, and it was
Yeah.
said skydiving, and I never hit it. But the bit was that he was going to fall out of the rafters, and he was up in the rafters holding on up there for so long, and that was at the beginning of the show, and Nathan stayed up there for like probably 2 hours or something. Like it was like
Never fell
long.
down.
And then like halfway through the show, or like almost towards the end of the show, he fell from the raft. Like they were just like, fall at some point.
That is a far fall.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The guy's athletic. We we've talked about this before. Like Nathan is like such an athletic
He's an
guy.
incredible athlete.
Yeah, like you're like it's all mostly out of shape dorks,
Right.
And then you're like, oh, this guy can like run a mile in like 4 minutes.
Yeah, he's like wiry and muscly and yeah.
You kick your ass.
Yeah, he kick my ass.
Yeah.
Was that a high bar?
No.
Someone could kick the Doughboys' ass. It's like not a lot of people. It's many people. Okay, so the behind the scenes individual I was going to mention was Marty Michael, who is the head of Headgum.
The head
Came
Headgum.
into the titular head of Headgum.
Wow.
Came into the kitchen while we were eating Popeyes and was like, "Oh wow, Popeyes!" And I asked Marty for his fork score, and Marty, much like Susser, was like, "Easy 5 forks."
Wow.
Went immediately with 5 forks. So I am choosing here.
See?
Am I going to side with the essential labor that makes our show possible, with the worker, the frontline individual who actually, does the
1%.
Yeah, am I going to side with the worker, or am I going to side with the bosses? And I got to say, contra what I was saying on the picket lines, down with the workers, up with the bosses. I agree with Marty Michael. This is a 5-fork chain.
Wow.
5 forks for Popeyes. Welcome to the Golden Plate Club, where you belong.
Dave brings confetti guns.
Ooh, yeah. Wow.
Hey, that 1%, they can be right a lot of the time.
They're often right.
They're often right.
Well, they got there for some reason. Yeah. You know what I mean? They made some good choices somewhere. You know?
I agree.
If you made a couple choices like that, maybe things would be different for
Yeah.
us. You know what I mean?
We'll be stuck down here in the 99%.
We can't hate these guys. We want to be these guys.
We want to be them. Hey, that was our review of Popeyes. It's time for a segment.
Oh, one last thing. Get fucked, Casey. Try some good Popeyes.
Yeah.
Maybe next time it'll not be a 0 fork experience.
We gotta get
Yeah, we'll get you some
It's
good
really
Popeyes.
shocking, though, the disparity.
I
Because,
know.
like, I
All
can't
fives and then-
imagine a 0
It was like
fork
cafeteria, school cafeteria
Wow.
food. It was so bad.
Interesting.
Did you have? We
hell?
already talked about this. You're a Chick-fil-A guy in Florida.
Yeah, I grew up with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. I think that might be a tough thing to get over. I think there is a dividing line.
Yeah,
I think
for
some
sure.
People,
No, I mean, it was just like truly disgusting.
I believe it.
I believe
it. I believe it.
We believe you.
We gotta take you to like a Glendale Popeyes.
Yeah. Well,
That's what we gotta.
is
get
there a
you-
Glendale one? I bet that what Glendale one's
I
is.
think
The one in
there
Eagle
is,
Rock's
yeah.
pretty good, too.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
It's like on the 2 right by that
Yes.
Target in
Yep.
Eagle Rock. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get you there.
Hey, that was our review of Popeyes. It's time for a segment. Yum, yum, and eat, eat. It's the Pit Hall.
Oh my
It's a
God.
tribute to Casey's F1 podcast, The Pit Wall, which you can check out right here on Headgum. Despite his insane Popeyes opinions,
Yes.
he does have a great F1 podcast.
It is. We had a blast doing
You
it.
should check it out.
We had a blast doing it.
So this is the Pit Hall. Amelia is going to come in here. Amelia, you can walk on in.
Hey, everyone.
Our associate producer, Amelia Marino, everybody. Mitch and Dave and Mackie are presented with a pit and must determine which fruit each pit came from
This is
using
very
all
funny.
of their senses.
Very
I'm gonna
funny.
be
This is
so
very,
bad.
very funny.
Now, if you
Amelia,
were
this is good.
If you were
I thought
having
you were putting.
trouble,
I thought when you came in, I thought you had empty bowls.
I did
was
too,
confused
yeah.
by what this was.
these bowls are currently
It's
empty,
just my
but
taste or look.
these
You don't have to touch it with your mouth, please.
so these bowls are currently empty, but they are going to be occupied by a number of pits. I guess we have 5 pits, Amelia.
Yes.
So we have 5 different pits, and yes, you can use all of your senses to try to determine what fruit a pit came from. And if you're having trouble, once per round, you can ask the pit boss, Casey, for help.
Good. Okay.
What?
All right.
He doesn't know anything. He would give you his.
He just
guess.
give you his opinion, yeah.
Okay, great.
All right, let's Amelia, do you want to bring these in one at a time, or do you want to what?
We could start with the, we could start easy with the light blue.
Oh, so there's already a pit in there.
Yeah, I kind of rearranged them from easiest.
So are you gonna pass it down to each of us, and we each have
Yes.
All right.
Actually, this might be easy.
So we keep our opinions to ourselves till we've all scoped it?
Yeah, because you're competing against each other.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You're allowed
okay.
to touch.
Oh, whoa.
Wait, before you smell them, should we do the sniff line thing?
How does the sniff line work?
You're only allowed to use one sniff line for the whole game.
Okay, so you have 2 lifelines. You can either
can
ask
only
the pit
smell it-
boss, or you can use the sniff line,
And
which
you
means
can
you can smell it.
only smell it one time.
That's the
you
only
can only
pit you can
smell
smell.
one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to go tactile first.
Okay, cool. So, but I can smell one of these.
Yeah.
You can smell one.
I mean, if you can smell it, then you can smell it. But I mean, in
All right,
terms of an actual sniff,
Yeah, you
test,
can't. We can't
take
go
a
like
big whiff.
okay.
We don't
got
have to get into the like how much we can smell. It's fine.
Okay, got it.
We'll figure it out. If we want to smell it, we'll smell it.
Yeah, but if you want to take an actual sniff, that's a sniff line.
It's the difference between smelling it and sniffing it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Smell
okay.
is passive. Sniff
Yeah.
is active.
Sniff
Got
is
it. All right,
close,
all
I
right,
think.
close. Okay. I'm not gonna look. I think that this is one that we probably all know.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it in my hand. It's cold. I like
Okay.
that. It's probably in a fridge, maybe.
Oh yeah, we all know it.
We all know this one.
You all feel pretty
Actually, I
confident
don't
here.
know. I don't know actually.
No, I know it. Y'all just say it first.
This is my favorite thing about doing anything with Dave is just assuming he knows stuff.
This is gonna be
I have a
bad.
good idea. What if we put in our notes app? Wags, we put it down.
I don't think this one would smell.
Wags.
Sure.
First
If you, I
round,
mean,
he's
however you
using
want
a
to do it. I'm
sniff
going to ask you your answers because we're.
Well, I
we're
was
gonna
saying that
vocalize
that
them.
way that we each because if one of us says the answer, you can just say reveal your answers and we'll put them
Oh, I
up.
see
Yeah,
what
but
you mean.
but more than one of you can get a point if multiple people are correct.
Oh, it's
You're not.
probably
Yeah.
So we're gonna
We'd
say
have to,
all at
we'll
once.
have to reveal at the same time. 3, 2, 1, and we'll say it.
I guess,
Yeah.
but
That's what I
also
was-
you can
'cause
reveal them one at a
otherwise-
time, and then it can say who's right at the end. That'll also work, right?
Yeah.
And just agree, no cheating. You can't change your answer. You
Yeah.
have to mentally lock in your
Yeah,
answer.
lock in your
Mentally?
answer. We'll do it
Yeah.
on the honor system.
I
Honor
liked my
system.
notes.
Fine, then write it down in the notes app if you want. If you're gonna get your fucking phones out, write on the fucking notes app.
No, I hate phones. Wags, I'm with you.
Oh,
Wait, do you want whiteboards you can write your answers on and
All right,
reveal
we'll
them?
get whiteboards.
See, he loves
Great.
this shit. He loves the whiteboards.
Phones are just electronic whiteboards.
Oh,
I mean,
is
this
great.
is pretty fucking good.
All right, the whiteboards.
I mean,
okay.
this is classic
I'm on board
game
with
show
it.
stuff
all
right here,
yeah, this is
folks.
classic game show stuff here.
Oh, do you want to participate?
Wait, should I play? I think I have the answers, right?
Yeah, you have to. What the
I don't
fuck?
think the answers are on the bottom of the bowls.
Okay,
what
so
the
do you want me to
hell?
play or do you want me to judge?
It's up to you.
I'll judge.
Okay.
We gotta be careful with the bottom of the bowls. All right, here we go.
Thank you, Amelia. All right,
Yeah.
everyone is writing on their whiteboards their answers. The pit in question, for my description, it appears to have sort of a nutty, sort of brown, sort of walnut hue to it. A semicircular form factor, maybe kind of going to a tip like an acorn. Yeah, it's. I think I have an idea of what this is, and okay,
Hang on, I'm gonna write it bigger.
I know the answer.
I have my
I
answer.
think I
written.
figured it out.
Yeah.
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 Should we reveal?
Yes.
Avocado pit, Spoon Man.
That's an avocado.
Avocado. I got it.
Avocado,
I did
wow.
it. I got it.
I like what Dave did. Dave left space for all 5 of them.
You got a picture?
I drew my spoon.
It's a
Spoon man.
Yeah, spoon.
It's
Oh yeah, no, that's for.
I wrote Spoon Man next to
That's a
it.
spoon.
It looks like
Oh,
E.T.
okay.
silhouette. That's a spoon?
All right, we all got it, huh?
Okay, everyone gets a point for avocado.
Pretty
We're
simple.
tied up
That
at
one was
1.
pretty simple.
Amelia, can you keep score? Thank you so much.
I'll put it in my notes app.
Take the whiteboard. I got a surplus whiteboard.
There you go. Take the.
All right, here we go.
I was surprised at how wooden it is. I guess I never how wooden it looks.
It's very woody.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, you changed it from Spoon Man to
E.T.
E.T.
Shadow.
Shadow. Great. Why did you cross out silo?
I was trying to spell silhouette.
All right, take the pink bowl next. Mitch, you can grab that one.
How do you spell silhouette?
It's S. Is the H
S-
after the L?
I think
Yeah.
it's SILOU.
Yeah, it's
There's an
like
OU.
silhouette. That's how I.
That's
would
fucking-
read it. H
Let's,
is in the middle.
can we be all real? It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Should we
Yeah,
all
it's a
try to
tough
spell
one.
it and see what it? Let's all try to
That's the
spell
bonus
it.
round if we tie.
Everybody
Who can
Bonus.
spell silhouette?
Bonus is spell silhouette.
Okay, I have the spelling here.
Okay.
Oh my god, I really don't know how to spell this word.
It's a hard.
It's a
word
tough
to spell.
one.
I probably wouldn't get this one right. I'd rely on autocorrect for this one.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
how to
that's
spell
probably
it.
wrong.
Oh yeah, it's mine's. Yeah, I don't know.
This is bad.
Do you want to reveal your answers?
That's definitely not it.
Turn
on.
it around.
Let me see. I'll write it bigger.
Mine is silhouette.
There's definitely trailing TE.
Yeah.
T-E.
I think
oh,
so,
that's
right?
what it is.
Is it what-
You're also missing some other letters.
Yeah.
There's a U in there. I just didn't know.
Does anyone else want to reveal what they have?
I can-
I have silhouette.
And you also drew a little Duty Brown there.
Yeah. Are we doing nicknames?
That's pretty good. That's
pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Yeah, because you're just missing an H, I think, right?
There's an H?
You have all the letters. It's
H is in the right spot.
SILHOUETTE.
The H is after the L, okay.
H is in there.
I spelled it right.
It is so
Let me see.
Amelia did it.
Good job, Amelia. All right, Amelia gets a point.
Damn it.
Can I see it?
I even said that's how it's spelled with it. I said silhouette. and I still
Silhouette.
didn't.
Silhouette.
Wow.
Good job, Amelia. I give yourself a point.
Second guess.
So it's all knotted up at 1 right now. So, Mitch, let's go to the pink bowl next. We've already done this baby blue bowl.
Baby, ooh.
Mitch, play the game.
I'm going. The pink bowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, this one's gross.
Oh, okay.
This one looks significantly smaller
Yeah.
than the previous one.
Oh,
Mitch
Okay,
dropped
now it's
it.
on the
Mitch dropped the
floor.
pit.
Sit down.
Casey, what's going on in the pit wall lately? Is the feed active right now? Is it during the season?
Oh yeah, the season's going. There's a big race in Miami this week.
Wow.
But this episode comes out way after.
Sure, naturally, yeah.
This
But
is
it's
this
really
one's
good.
a little trickier to me.
Right now, yeah.
Any recent episodes people should check out?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
We just
That's a
finished
weird-
That's a tough
watching
one.
Almost sniffed.
Drive to Survive, the Netflix show.
Fun.
So you could hear us talk about every episode, which you guys talked about the first two.
That's true. It was a lot of fun with that Rich Fail son. That was a blast.
This one is harder. I have 2 ideas. I'm going to go with one I think is wrong. I'm going to try to spell silhouette again because I bet you I don't even remember.
Okay. I believe you that you don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it and I don't remember.
This is so Amelia, were any of these like chewed through, or how did you separate the pit from the fruit?
My bare hands.
Your bare hands. Wow, very
digging
primal.
in there.
Yeah, this one is significantly smaller.
You put what I almost put.
It has a bit of a
no cheating.
of
Oh,
a
I'm just
grainy
showing.
texture as you
Yeah.
feel it with your fingers. No one has invoked the sniff line yet.
Mm-mm.
If I
Does that
use
give
my
it away?
sniff line here, no, it does not. It's no
Okay.
help. But
I think I'm wrong.
I know what the answer is.
Okay.
All right, everyone, reveal what you got.
Did I spell silhouette correct?
No, the H is over.
Yeah.
H
Fuck.
and the O. You're close.
Was I close?
You are. You just
Yes.
have to flip the O and the H.
Okay, Mitch has
Put
prune.
the H in the Izzo.
Mitch has prune. Mackie has peach.
I have chunky pumpkin.
Chunky pumpkin.
It felt like a big
thick
pumpkin.
one.
Like a big, thick one. Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're all wrong. It is a plum. Stone fruit, I guess peaches may be
Oh.
closest.
Yeah.
Which means, Amelia, you stumped everyone, so you get another point.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
So Amelia's in the lead right now.
I forgot to mention this. You can get an extra sniff line if you spell silhouette correctly.
All right, we got this next blue bowl over here. What is it?
That was a prune?
That was
Do I
a
now
prune.
have
That was
one
a
extra?
prune.
I don't think I've
No,
ever.
that was a plum,
Wait,
not a prune.
plum.
I don't think I've
That was a
ever
plum.
had a plum or a prune.
Plums are great. Treat yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of fun.
they're a prune is a dried plum, right?
Is it?
I think so.
So is Mitch right?
A prune is a dried plum.
Do we want to give it to Mitch?
Shit.
Well.
Okay.
Whoa.
But would a prune
So I
be?
guess
But a
they
prune
would
doesn't
have-
have the pit in
Yeah,
it
prune
anymore.
usually would be pitted,
But
right?
it's still the same fruit.
I think we give Mitch a half point there. I think
Yeah.
Amelia, you still get a point, but Mitch gets a half point.
Okay.
1.5
I'll lower mine
points.
to half point.
They are
Great.
prunes are made by pitting and drying fresh ripe plums, so
Right.
they do not make prunes with pits in them.
But they came with it.
I think it's close enough for half point.
Originally, yes.
Yeah.
This is fucking gnarly. I'm gonna take a sniff test.
okay.
Sniff line. Here we go.
All right.
Which I have 2. I have 2 sniff lines.
What shade of blue is this? It's not quite a navy. It's not quite a royal.
I'm really
the bowl,
really
yeah.
sniffing this.
Like it's an identifiable sniff of blue, like a.
I have
Yeah, like an
no
aqua bowl, okay.
idea. The sniff line. I'll save you guys a sniff.
Describe what
It's
what
not
you're
helpful.
holding here, Mitch.
It's like a gross little fucking.
Can you describe it into your microphone?
It's like I'm sorry. It's like a. I mean, it's like a little snotty bone.
Yes, yeah.
Mm.
It's flatter than the other ones that we've examined so
Yeah.
far.
Oh.
All right, Mitch is going to
It's
pass that
gross.
over
It
to
is-
Mackie.
It's sticky.
This is
Sticky.
disgusting
Sticky.
looking.
It is sticky.
And these are fruits?
They are all technically fruits. I think to have a
Technically
pit, you would have to be a
fruits,
fruit,
I guess
right?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
really?
I'm
Is that
gonna
what it
use
is?
the sniff just because I want to smell it.
Yeah, do it.
And it's nothing.
All right, so
See?
2 sniff lines have been expended.
Did you get anything from that?
If I didn't get number 2, I'm not going to get any of the rest of them.
Oh,
Slimy?
The
It's
bowl has
kinda
been
gross.
passed over
Whoa,
to
kinda
Dave.
gross.
It looks like a
seeming.
little bone.
It's gross. Yeah, it's a little bone. It's
It does
weird.
look like a little bone.
It looks like a tooth.
I
like
would
a
be
bone
baffled
or
by
tooth.
this one.
Is a pit considered a seed? Because I know anything with
question.
seeds in it is considered a fruit.
Are
Ask the
pits
pit boss.
seeds?
What do you think?
As the pit boss, I would say a pit isn't a seed.
Got it.
A pit isn't a seed. I don't. You want to look at that thing?
Yeah.
That's slimy.
Yeah,
and
this is a
toothy
weird
and
looking-
Isn't
weird.
pit not a seed? Aren't pits seeds?
Oh, pits protect the seed, which is inside of the pit.
Wow,
So-
Casey's right.
Don't go doubting the pit boss.
And then I have something to say about this current one. I think that's the seed.
You think this is a
I think
seed?
that's the seed, and the thing around it that I discarded was the pit.
Okay. Because this is not particularly identifiable.
Oh, the way you've pulled your finger off of it and the like
Yeah.
goo stretched.
It's like covered with pre-cum.
Dear God.
What am I holding? My fucking 12-year-old underwear here?
nice, dude. Nice.
Nick.
Did he get the roll, Mr. Schneider?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like-
we'll need everyone to write their guesses down. Just take your best guess. I will say that this is a fruit that you all know. This is not an obscure fruit. So guessing any fruit may just be the best, most prudent
I can't
course
even
of
think
action
of other fruits.
in terms of possibly stealing a point. I can also say it's not an apple, if that's okay. It's not apple.
On account of apples don't have
Yeah.
What is it?
Where do you stand on Mitch? What's your go-to fruit? You're a banana guy. You're a watermelon guy.
Pineapple.
Pineapple. That's right. You're a pineapple guy.
I wrote down one. I don't know if I spelled it right either. Papaya.
Papaya. Papaya is your guess.
Papaya pit.
All right, Mackie, what'd you got?
I gotta change my answer.
Mango? I don't
Mackie
know.
guesses mango.
Question mark.
M-A-M-A. Possible connection.
This is so wrong. It's embarrassing. I just wrote a bean. It looked like a black bean. It looked like a,
Yeah, it's just a bean, right? That one was just a bean, right, Amelia?
there's probably
It
tricks.
wasn't just a
There's
bean.
probably
Was it a bit
tricks
of a
in
bean?
this.
It wasn't
from
a
a single
trick. You
bean?
didn't put a bean in there.
Someone did get it correct, though.
Yeah, that's right. Mackie, you are correct. It is a
Whoa!
mango pit.
That's mango.
So Mackie
Full
gets another
guess.
point.
That is
Full
definitely
guess.
not a mango pit.
What are the...
Okay, so it's a seed, and
It's
then
the seed of the
pit, and
mango.
I could go bring it in if you want to see.
I believe it.
I'm pretty sure it looked like.
I thought tropical fruit
Yeah.
of some
Yeah.
sort.
Mm.
Because I know the mango
bean.
pit. Typically, I've heard, literally just the other day heard that the pits are like flat.
Yeah, they
it
are.
is
Yeah.
flat, but I didn't have time. It was really hard to get it out, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna rip this thing inside of it out and throw it
Yeah.
into a bowl."
I didn't realize
didn't
mangoes
even
were
know that
so
was inside of it.
pre-cummy.
Yeah, they're very
They
pre.
really are.
Wow.
I thought it was a tropical fruit, and I thought bean was a good guess. I think bean was
Bean was a
decent,
good guess.
Yeah,
decent
bean
guess.
was a good guess for this
Bean was a
game.
good
Let's
guess.
give Dave a half point for bean. Mitch, let's go to the yellow bowl. Okay. If you want to grab the yellow bowl.
I guess I'll just write bean for every one of these, and I get a half a point.
Well, if you do it, I'm not going to buy it. It's got to come from him. All right, Mitch has the yellow bowl now.
Whoa.
What now? This looks like you're holding something a little bit more, again, more kind of walnut shaped, a little bit more
Yes.
substantial than the previous
I
two
have, I have
picks.
a little
two
baby pine
guesses on
cone.
this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Now remember, you have your two of you have used your sniff line, but Dave, you still have your sniff line, and also if
Well,
anyone
actually,
wants,
we spelled silhouette correctly eventually.
oh, so you got an extra sniff line.
Yeah.
So you have your sniff line in the bank, and you can also ask the pit boss.
I mean, Dave could also just spell silhouette correctly and get another sniff line.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you need help? This is how you spell it.
Yeah.
Pulling a G.
Yeah. Got it. Thanks.
It's a fucking hard ass word.
Got it.
It's not an easy word.
Still wrong.
Wow. Sniff line. I should have sniff lined that one, but I'll save it for the last one.
All right, Dave has invoked his sniff line. He's
yeah.
taking a big old whiff.
Big old honky
It was
sniff
a
here.
sniff line,
Yeah.
not a whiff line.
Wow. Great point, Emma.
I still don't know.
What do I have to spell right to be able to put it in my mouth?
I'm locked in. My first
Mitch is
answer,
feeling confident.
my first answer is my answer, but
Wait.
Oh,
I wrote
geez,
two.
Fruits. What fruits are there?
because I'm gonna be mad if it is the second one. So just know I'll be mad.
Okay.
Also, can we turn the air on? It said 75.
Well, you got him to turn it off when we were talking about Baldur's Gate. That's
wild.
your fault.
You were trying to heat us out of
Yeah.
here.
Okay, I put an angry face next to my second guess.
Okay, great.
So if
Oh.
that's the answer. Should
But
I
you-
reveal?
Yeah, everyone reveal your guesses.
Durian?
Okay, Mitch's first guess is durian. And your second guess is peach
Did I
peach
spell
angry
it wrong?
face.
Dorian?
No, you spelled
No,
that
you spelled it
correctly. Mackie
I was gonna. I
went
put
with
again.
peach.
Again.
And David is perhaps still writing.
I guess peach too, but I spelled the first part of it papaya. So papaya each, because I couldn't think of any other fruits, so I just wrote down what he wrote down last time. I'm not good at these.
We get what you mean.
Mhm.
I think it is peach. So
Yeah.
Mitch, unfortunately, you are angry. Mackie gets a point. I think we can again give Dave a half point.
Okay.
Aren't durians like super stinky fruits?
Yeah,
they
are.
Like,
They're
you would-
famously
if-
foul-smelling.
If there was a durian in the house, you would smell it.
Okay.
Mm.
You know, I'm glad we're giving Dave points by cheating because it proves that we all know.
Yes, right.
We all know he's getting points for bullshit.
Can we say a bunch of fruits out loud so that I have like a batch to guess from? Just a batch.
Grape,
Can I?
orange,
Okay.
tangerine.
That's a good
Helpful.
one.
Those are real helpful. All these things that don't have pits.
Well,
they have
you said
seeds.
fruit.
Yeah. Oh man.
Boysenberry.
Last one.
We have one left. Mitch, if you want to grab that, okay. Amelia's bringing it over to you. The orange bowl. Finally,
And
an
this is the
orange
hardest
bowl.
one, Amelia.
Yeah.
God. This is the
Mitch
hardest
is
one.
looking down, befuddled at this bowl, and I think it's
There
because
was
of its
some
contents.
confusion at the grocery store, I think.
Okay, I fucked up. But just you'll see. Just everyone's gonna have to invoke the sniff test for this one.
Yeah.
And
Just
remember, you can
juice.
also ask the pit boss.
It's just juice.
Oh, it's stinky.
It's a stinky. Oh, it's a stinky.
Mackie visibly coughing.
There's
Pulse.
stinky fruits.
What the fuck
I didn't know
is
there was
that?
stinky fruits. Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
so there's some fruits that stink.
Oh yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's shitty.
It's like a vinaigrette. Is that a fruit?
I would not call a vinaigrette a fruit,
You
no.
could make a vinaigrette from fruit.
You could, yeah.
Okay. From this fruit?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
This is really interesting. Because I know what the answer is.
You do?
Yeah. How you landed on this. I mean, I think I can. What I can tell is I can visualize the fuck up. I know what the fuck up.
Yeah.
I know exactly what the fuck up was.
I have my answer.
Yeah.
Hang on.
All right, Mitch. Let's see your answer. Flip
I
around
put-
your whiteboard.
Armpit.
Oh,
And
that's
then
fun.
I just gave a shout out to Gravel Pit by Wu-Tang on the bottom. But armpit.
Armpit is your
And then
guess.
this is Wu-Tang underneath?
Yeah, Gravel Pit from Wu-Tang. Good song.
Got
Listen
it,
to
got
it.
Got it.
I'm just recycling other answers. Papaya.
Papaya.
Okay.
Is your guess.
Okay, I thought of a fruit.
Dave put piss.
Pomegranate.
Oh.
So Amelia,
it's not
what
right.
I'm guessing happened is that
That's not
you
gonna be
bought an olive, not realizing it was pre-pitted.
It was
Yes.
pit. She thought pitted meant.
I thought
You thought pitted meant it had a pit
that
in
it had a pit in it.
Yes,
so
right.
The correct answer is pitted olive.
It is an olive.
What the
This is
hell?
olive
The
juice.
pits weren't in it, so
Okay.
it's just olive juice.
Olive Pit is one of the most recognizable pits.
Yeah, if you just included the pit, I
Not
think
if you
people could have
buy
gotten
them
it.
already
The correct
pitted.
answer was pitted olive. So if you said
Wow.
So the
that,
answer was olive juice.
but you know what? I'll give you a point for armpit because that was clever.
Thank you.
Wow. So where do we land? Amelia, who's our winner?
Our winner is
Smacky.
I don't think so.
I would
think
think
there's
so.
Our winner is Mitch.
Wow!
Oh!
Congratulations, Spoon Man.
Oh, well, come on.
Wait.
I think it's Mackie.
No,
Yeah. Sorry.
Is it?
The correct. The real winner is Mackie.
Wow! Congrats, Mackie.
Wow.
Whoa.
This is an
Cool.
incredible
So,
feeling.
Which one did you even get right?
I don't remember if I got answers right.
You
You
got
got
peach, right?
avocado.
I got peach right.
Yeah, you
I got avocado right.
Yeah.
peach.
Oh yeah, I got a couple
Is that
answers
2
right.
points?
And I got what's that?
That's only
You
2
got
points
mango,
though.
too.
I got mango also.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I guess I
3 out of
also
5.
I
You
got
did
my
great.
points honest. So
Honest
that
points.
also makes me feel a lot
That's
better.
true.
I wasn't gifted points.
I didn't beg for those.
That was.
I
a
don't make
pit
the
all.
rules up here.
Mitch is furiously writing it on his whiteboard.
You'll see. No looking.
Okay, sorry.
All right, Mitch is scribing something. That was the pit haul. Great job, Amelia.
Oh,
That was
man,
great.
Thank you.
Hey,
that was a
really
fun game.
bit.
Just
really
like
That's
your
a fun
restaurant,
game.
we
Hold on,
value.
wax. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Life's a Herald, and I'm in the third beat.
Whoa!
Mitch, I'd buy that shirt. I'd buy that shirt.
It's the shirt I
I'd buy
talked
that
about.
shirt.
Yeah.
You have to put copyright Sharna at the bottom.
Oh,
though.
shit.
Yeah, she's going to need a taste of that. Just like a restaurant value feedback, let's open up the feedback. Today's email is from Adam L. Adam writes, "Hey guys, recent podcast Jackie Johnson's Sisters Brewery has released a Chicago hot dog beer. I think you meant hot dog. You spelled it hot dog. Beer called Double Barrel Sha Boing Boing. Double Barrel Sha Boing Boing is the name. What's the most fucked upest beer you think you would reasonably try?"
I would try that.
I would try this one. It's a Chicago style lager. Double Barrel Sha Boing Boing from Vector Brewing.
I'd say this. I would try any beer of any flavor that I would eat. I mean, like, I think it would go if it was like if it was like,
Yeah.
you know, booger beer. I'd be like, I don't
doo-doo
want
beer or
booger
something.
beer.
Well, I would.
You want booger beer? like anything that's like like that you eat, that a human being would eat. Maybe outside of like insects or something like that. I don't know if
I'd
I'd
do
be
a bug beer.
You do
Bugbeer's
bug
a great
beer?
name.
It is a great name.
The
Might
thing
be
about
bugbears.
booze is like booze doesn't inherently taste good anyway. So
Yeah.
like
Sure, yeah.
is IPAs good? No, they're not good.
Yeah, people.
They're not good like apple juice is good.
IPA
you
guys
know?
like to pretend that IPAs taste good. They taste
Yeah.
like shit.
IPAs are
if
bad,
things didn't
I
have
think.
alcohol in it or coffee didn't have caffeine in it, then people wouldn't just be like,
Right.
"That's what I'm gonna have right now."
We
So-
guessed when we were like IPAs aren't good. We're like, people will get mad at us. IPA guys are gonna get mad at us. They were.
Yeah.
They were very mad.
Have you
at
had
us.
Double Barrel Bastard IPA? It's like, yeah, fucking whatever. I had the obnoxiously named IPA, and you know what? It tastes like shit. I don't want to drink this. It's fucking gross. It's too hoppy.
So on booze end, I'd probably try whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's
I guess
It's
there would
already
be
pretty
pieces
bad.
of floating bugs in there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I
Yeah.
put Charna, like
Charna.
I put Charna Corp. I don't know what.
Okay,
her
that's good.
corporation
Like Matt
is.
Groening's little signature on every Simpsons drawing.
Is C? That's the corporation symbol, right? The little C with the circle around
Yeah.
it.
visible bug stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
copyright symbol.
Do you think?
don't
Do you
know
think he
shit.
signed the Epstein Fleck log with the same signature? Little Matt Groening in a copyright.
It will be awkward for me to go back to The Simpsons for a little reunion.
I think this is one of those ones where I think I have an open mind about this, honestly, because like I even when it's a dare flavor, and we talked about this with our Salt and Straw episode, where they'll have like whatever some intentionally putrid thing, like this
Yeah, if
is
it's
our
not
mustard flavored ice cream. I'll still try it, and I'll be like, this tastes like shit. I see what you did, but I'm not necessarily into this. With
I'll
the
say
beer,
this.
it's a little bit of a different commitment. I feel like,
If it's not body secretions,
yeah.
because you're not going to get pieces of bugs in the beer.
No, it would be like
I
a
feel like
bug
I'd maybe
flavor.
I would try anything possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink, so that would be the main reason that I wouldn't try it.
Right.
But
How about a
Fair reason.
non-alcoholic?
but if you gave me a non-alcoholic version of was it hot dog beer?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd go.
Hot
I'd go
dog
for
beer is
it.
an easy choice, to be
I'd go
honest.
for
I'd definitely do at a
I mean, for
baseball
you,
game.
it's basically already the flavor. Probably when you're eating a hot dog, you're drinking a little
Because
sip
I'm doing a
of beer
little bit
anyway.
of a little bit of a
Yeah.
sippy. Yeah.
sippy. I'm just doing a little bit of a sippy. Come on.
Mackie, as a teetotaler, do you like an NA beer? Do you like a non-alcoholic?
I don't
beer?
really drink it. I
you don't like the
mostly
flavor
just
of it?
drink Diet Coke and
Yeah, that
like
makes sense.
sparkling water. Those
Yeah.
are the big guys for me.
Man, the doctor just laid down a challenge for me yesterday.
Ooh.
Get in shape. Oh no, it was wags, no booze, no cheese,
Get out of here.
and no diet soda or any soda for a month. He wants me to do it for a month.
When does he want you to start? Like immediately?
He said May 1st, but
Okay.
Yesterday.
So yesterday?
yeah.
This episode will
That's
come
tough.
out. This will
I'm
be
going back to Quincy. I'm not gonna start until I get back. It just
Okay,
is not
yeah.
feasible. I'm gonna drink when I'm there. It's impossible to not drink. It's
You cut
impossible.
2 out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and then, but
Even
my,
cutting
my,
one out would feel like a
It's true.
win.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. Also, fuck your doctor for being like, you gotta do 3 of the hardest things.
yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, who's your doctor? Dr. Doom? I mean, come on.
Right?
Is that who your doctor is?
Right? It is?
Oh my God, he wears a mask?
Wow, that's tough.
Oh
man.
my
I'm sorry.
God.
It's like, I look forward to working with Paul Walter Hauser in the Fantastic Four movie. Literally the thing that I did get texted while we were talking.
Who's he playing? The Thing?
I have no idea. I think probably my guess is The Thing.
Yeah, I would guess.
Is
So.
I mean, if I was like, hey, I got cast in the Fantastic Four movie, what would you guess?
The fucking Thing.
Yeah,
Are
of
you
course.
kidding
You'd
me?
guess the fucking Thing. You wouldn't guess Mr. Fantastic.
No, it's gonna be some hunk.
I agree that it's a lot of stuff at once. He also told me to get an early colonoscopy.
Wow.
They're doing that a lot these days for younger people. Apparently, colon cancer is becoming a thing for. This is a great thing to talk about.
No, I mean it's a reality of eating.
Apparently, they're like
food.
saying now, like if you have any history of cancer in your family, you should start getting screenings in like your 30s.
Wow.
Yeah, I said this to Wags. It's because it's 45. You can get one free of charge, and
Yeah, I'm
I
almost
said that
due.
Wags was going to get a fake ID to get it before.
You get turned away at the doctor's office for a fake.
Adam L., I guess our answer is that we would drink pretty much anything.
Easy,
So,
yeah.
Whatever.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I know.
easy,
Sorry, it's a bad
100%.
answer.
Sorry, it's a bad answer.
But it is the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gross.
And shout out to Jackie Johnson Sisters Brewery. Check that out if you're in Texas.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedbag@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GO-DOUGH. That's 830-463-6844. And to get the Doughboys Double, our weekly bonus episode, plus our entire pre-2018 back catalog, subscribe at patreon.com/Doughboys. Our producer is Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producer is Amelia Marino. Our engineer is Casey Donahue. And our video editor is Mike Dorfman. We'll find out his opinion on Popeyes. I'm guessing he likes it because everyone else does, except for Casey.
Did you mention bird pluck?
Oh yeah, if you can't remember the URL birdfuck.com, or if that's being like caught by whatever censorware is on your corporate server at your job, or if you got like parent lock on your computer for your kids, you can put in birdpluck.com and that will redirect to birdfuck.com. Yeah.
But if that doesn't work, we don't know what to tell you.
If that doesn't work, we don't have any other options. We were going to get the URL for go90.com early, but it's not available.
It's not available.
So we can't do it. Dave Brown, Jon Mackey, two of the funniest dudes. This is such a fun podcast. Dude. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
This was
for
a
having
blast. The Brett DeMott Show with Buddy. Tell us about the pod and anything else you'd like to plug.
Yeah, so we do a podcast. It's kind of like a weekly news and current events show where we do it in character. I play like a 55-year-old man.
It's not serious. It's not serious
at all,
news.
no.
It's goof stuff.
Real goof
y'all.
news,
Right.
but the I guess you could say it's the conceit of it is we have guests come on playing people who are pulled from real headlines that our listeners send in. So Mitch did the show a couple weeks ago. It was very funny. Played a man who had eaten 34,000 hamburgers, I think.
The Big Mac. He has the
probably
Big Mac
pretty
record.
close at this
Lifetime hamburgers ever eaten.
Yeah.
And Dave I play Brett DeMott. Dave plays my sidekick buddy, who's kind of like the weirdo in the show, I guess. I don't know.
The dumb one, I
yeah,
guess.
it's
I'm
kind of
dumb.
like a play on like a Howard Stern
It's
type
just me,
kind
though.
of
It's
thing.
It's mostly just me.
Yeah, that's the fun thing. I don't know. The more we do the more we do the
backstory's
show,
the same.
yeah.
The opinions are the same.
The more we do the show, there is part of me that's just like, why did we choose to do this in wigs? Because I basically just say what I really think. But yeah, it's just a fun show, and you can check it out. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Brett DeMott Show. That's
It's
what it
funny
is.
as hell.
It's really fun.
It's funny as
It's a
hell.
real fun time.
Very funny.
It was
Yeah.
great. We sent our guests like a list of articles to pick from, and yours was so funny.
And by the time this comes out, yeah, Nick, you will have.
Well, I
been on the
heard
show as well.
Weiger's attached.
Yeah,
It's true.
Attached.
Yeah,
It'll happen.
it'll happen.
Yeah. Ah, fuck. I went to PWH. Fucking Hauser. Brett DeMott Show with Buddy. Check it out. Dave Brown, Jon Mackey. That'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Until next time, for the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell, I'm Nick Weiger. Happy eating.
See ya.
Slurp, slurp.
Slurp, slurp.
Hey, buddy. Want Doughboys merch? We're talking hats, shirts, sweatshirts, patches, glasses, all sorts of stuff. Aprons. It's all available at kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. That's kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. Sources for the intro are in the episode description.
That was a Headgum podcast.